right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the platform, episode 125. Fucking tired. I'm tired than a bitch. So please excuse me if I sound a little drabby, but I'm tired, and I blame Big Mike. Welcome. Today's show is kind of a gaming potluck. We just got random fucking topics here and there. I couldn't come up with a theme because fucking tired. And it's like I just said fuck it. We'll just talk roundabout gaming today. So we're talking Etika or Etika. I can't think of his name. Etika. Greg Miller. We're talking Dr. Disrespect, Teen Titans, Phil Spencer. We also got a bunch of other open topics as well. Just a heads up, I corrupted the show today because Big Mike has the fucking life grenade. So I don't know what's happening. Huh?
Pause.
What?
You're losing 2 lives today, right now.
Why?
Well, one, you said, and I'm sure Terry agreed with me. You couldn't mute the chat, couldn't mute the deafening us. You're like, nah, I'm too tired. I'm too tired.
Okay.
Oh shit, Big Mike is cooking up some. Oh shit, okay. What else you got, Big Mike? Validate something. What else you got?
And you murdered Etika's name. You're like, Etika, whatever.
Etika. I don't know.
Oh shit.
I said I didn't know.
Yeah, he's down 3 lives. No, that's
2 lives you're losing.
No, my bad. That was his twin brother that didn't have the camera. My bad. I was about to say, throw the alley-oop.
Hold on, this motherfucker looking at me talking about I lost a life. He's just looking at me, physically looking at me.
How much does the grenade take?
It takes 5. He's in warning though.
Nah, man. Yo, throw the alley hoop. I'll smack that shit down on his Come on, Big Mike. Come on, give it to him, brother. Come on, I got you. Trust me, I got you. The persuasion is real right now. I'll send something your way, homie. I just want this L on his forehead.
You can't dodge.
First of all, I have all 6.
No, you
and I don't understand.
Oh, you don't have any immunity,
I don't know what Big
bitch.
Mike is doing. You know what I'm saying? But he little does he know that there's also a special clause.
This bullshit. Oh, okay, all right. I see this damn Steve Mnuchin ass bullshit. I see.
Gaming. Welcome to the chat, man.
Oh shit! What's up? What up, Warlock? What up, John?
Shit, Daddy be at William Barr right now. He like, fuck your rules. I come up with them.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, you got 4 lives, Dave. Don't be dodging there. You got 4 lives.
Oh, I got 6, but
no, you got 4.
You know how that
you
goes.
Said dude.
I said I didn't know how to say his name. It wasn't like I was confident.
Etika.
If I was like, yeah, his name is Etika, and I was super confident, that's where the failed. But I said I don't know how to say his fucking name. I said I didn't know how to say his name. Sorry.
Everybody's been saying.
I think Mike should get off his high horse because he.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
All right.
You can't even say
exactly.
So you should just don't say
exactly. And he says Nintendo. He doesn't even say Nintendo.
Big Mike, save the grenade. Don't worry. I got you, bro. I'm gonna help you.
Right. So
I got you.
So 6
What's
lives.
going, John? What's good?
You know how this is going. So I guess
Big
we're
Mike,
also talking
what's
Teen
really
Titans.
good, bro.
I don't want to take your shit, man.
Hey, as long as I'm here, I'm present. It's cool.
Who's getting the PS5? I'm getting PS5.
Yeah, as long as I'm present in here.
Okay. What the fuck? Anyway, welcome to the show. Let's go ahead with our introductions. We got a lot of folks.
Damn, Terry, you're triggered as fuck already.
What? Oh shit, Terry.
Terry's starting shit.
Okay, Terry already in chat with the Havoc. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get with our introductions. Let's start with our resident replacer, aka Otaku, Mr. Steal Your Waifu, Cody. What's up, man? How you been doing, and what games you been playing this week?
Things have been good. I'm actually currently playing through Secret of Mana to get the platinum trophy on the Vita right now.
Someone say platinum?
I love shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of a platinum chaser. I don't know if you might have more than me, but I just hit.
I'm like Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura.
Oh shit! Well, how many platinums you got? Let's see if you can compare.
I got 41, and I got like 20-something games sitting at like 91%. It's one of those. They just take a grind.
Hey man, I know how you feel, bro. The grind is real in regards to some games, and when some shit comes out, you be like, I get it later.
Yeah.
I get it later. It'll be alright.
Yeah.
And you keep looking at it like, nah, I'll still do it later. Well, no, man. When it comes to grinding something now, it's never too fun unless it's something you're really into.
Yeah, it gets to that point too. Whenever you're working on the grind, where you're like, I've already done everything else. I have just one trophy left to get, and it's always something stupid and tedious.
Yeah, there's one of them is leveling up for sure. Like, okay, grind to get to level 50, you get a trophy. You're like, oh man.
Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with in Secret of Mana right now. It's get everybody's magic to level 8, and each person has 8 different spirits, and it just takes forever.
Oh,
it takes 5 hours.
Man, I love Secret of Mana though, man. I love it. But
it was a very good. This is the first time I ever played it.
Crazy though.
If you play casually, it won't mean shit to you, like as far as trophy wise. But if you're like really going out, it's gonna take a while.
Mm-hmm.
You're going out your way to do it.
Yeah, I just platinumed Warriors Orochi 4, which took over 200 hours to get done.
What is it?
Whoa.
Warriors Orochi 4.
Oh, I never heard of that.
It's just a giant mashup of the Dynasty Warriors series and Samurai Warriors.
Okay, as soon as you said Dynasty, I'm like, okay, never mind.
It's that type of game, like
same battle system.
Beat 'em up slasher, fight thousands of dudes on the
screen. Like hard pass.
It's a very good drinking game. Put it that way.
Oh man,
you can get plastered, just keep it square. Pretty much.
You get what? You get what? Ostrich?
What?
Huh? No, he said plastered.
No, he didn't say plastered. He said
he said plastered.
Plastered. I heard him say plastered.
No, Mike, you thinking about ostriches. We don't want to know. Yeah, exactly.
He must have got cut out because I swear to God, you said like ostracized.
That's really elaborate mistake. That is a mistake.
What do you think this is?
That's why I was like, what? What are you talking about?
Platinum, don't rely on Mike for that damn grenade. Please don't. Because you might fail in the process. Don't get in bed with Mike. You don't want to fail with him.
Hold on, is that the evil brother talking? No, that's the good brother talking. That's the good twin.
Watch out, Platinum. Don't join with Mike. It might seem tempting.
I want to help.
Why would you anyway? He tried to throw you under the bus last weekend.
It's like Kim Jong-il. Don't join him. You know what I'm saying? Don't praise him. Don't praise him.
Listen, David, you've already lost your life. You're in danger. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to coax motherfuckers into a moral congress. You lose. You're in danger. So just
already?
Know that. Yeah, he's lost one life, and it's a 5 life.
How is he in danger for losing one life?
Because
the grenade is out there. Hold on, Platinum. Let's do this. For you not understanding the rules. So now Platinum is in danger.
System for like a year.
Dude, Platinum,
I forgot how much it takes.
So now you're in danger. So now Dave,
5 earlier.
The two people that are against Big Mike right now are in danger. So keep that in mind, Big Mike, when you think about tossing that motherfucker. So now Platinum and David are in danger. All right, next up, speaking of Platinum, we got Platinum Godfather. What's up, man?
Woo! What you been playing? Good, everybody. God damn. It feels so good to be back on this motherfucking podcast. The most seen individual of all Twitch, of course, is your boy Platinum Godfather here. Still making a soft reboot return when streaming his own goddamn content. Right now, he's playing Blood Waves. I'm playing it currently right now. Getting a platinum on that. Surpassed the triple digits, almost surpassed the triple digits, but we did get 100 platinum. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna finish our blood waves as we speak, and then we're gonna move on to some classics, some Spider-Man. We're gonna take it back to back in the day. You wake up in the morning, eat your cereal, sit in front of the TV, and watch your Saturday morning cartoons. And one of the first things you see, motherfucking Spider-Man. So we're gonna play Spider-Man later on today on the stream.
Nice.
All right. Well, welcome, sir. Next up, we got King. What's up, man? What you been playing this week? You probably haven't been playing shit, actually. You probably just came back.
What up, everybody? It's great to be back on the podcast now, especially from my trip from Cali. And there, enjoyed the nice weather, nice cars, everything. And actually, I've been playing Mortal Kombat 11. Just getting more into that story mode because it's just really good. They did really good writing, and then also Dead by Daylight, and also PUBG, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
Oh shit, he's on that PUBG. Are you getting wrecked? Or are you making it? Like, are you
making it? Winning games, winning chicken dinners.
Oh shit!
You should take a life from him now.
Why?
Because for months, he said that as soon as CTR dropped, he's going to be playing that day one. It's been out a week. It came out last Friday. It's been out a week, and he hasn't played it yet.
Should I do it?
Nah, you shouldn't take it.
Look at that look on his face.
I'm just bullshitting. I'm gonna take it back because Terry, Terry a hater today. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm just saying, he did so much talking about how he was gonna be playing that game like crazy on launch day, and he hasn't touched it. It's been out a week, so I'm just saying he was talking so much shit.
Well, he's here. You can call him out after the show. Like if you don't play it today, then you can call him out. We'll take a life for him.
No, don't do it.
Yes, if you don't play it this weekend. So there we go.
Here we go.
Salty. I'm salty. He canceled on me twice too.
Ooh.
I guess I've been busy. Friday I didn't do it because I was working, and then Sunday I had family come over because I haven't seen them coming back from my trip.
So you hadn't seen your family in 1 week, and you needed to see them.
Oh
my God! Girlfriend right now.
This morning.
I'm just saying, I haven't seen most of my family in over a year. I mean,
damn, Terry, you're savage.
You were gone for like a week.
She just hit that button. She said,
I'm just saying.
Savage.
Hey, Terry.
Activate.
You drinking a Haterade today? You drinking a Haterade?
He's acting like he went overseas and came back for only 6 months.
Damn.
You got that salty Gatorade going on today.
Well, man, well, speaking of that, let's just go straight to her, the Rage Queen. AKA.
I want my motherfucking money back.
All right, hey everybody, it's Cool Cat Terry from Twitch. Yes.
Oh shit, Terry's bringing some of my hype juice
everything,
in here.
Everything makes me rage, and I'm salty as hell all the time. And
the haterade.
All right, but yeah, no. But man, no, I've been playing Anthem because Anthem is life, and I played a little of Yoshi's Crafted World. Absolutely hated it. And then I played. Some. I went back and I played some. Far Cry New Dawn, and had some good fun with that. And I started playing Stardew as well.
It was because it was a Nintendo game. That's all.
No, it's nothing to do with being Nintendo. No. It's nothing to do with being Nintendo. It's the fact that it's super kid friendly. Like,
what's wrong with that?
Because there's like your Mario kid friendly where adults can still play and have fun. This is like you give this to your 3-year-old, and this is like you playing Number Munchers. It's a fucking super kid game.
Oh shit! I used to love Number Munchers, but first of all,
it's not that bad. It's a fun
Terry,
game.
I need you to tuck your age in, though, Terry.
I'm telling you,
it's Number Munchers.
Damn. I'm saying that game was so kid mode. I just couldn't. It was over the top.
It's a fun game.
You playing that Yoshi's Crafted World?
I played it. I liked it.
That game was no.
But look at Big Mike. No. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, I'm not the Grinch of Nintendo.
I'm not the fucking Grinch of Nintendo. Yoshi's Crafted World is the game you give your fucking 4-year-old and you walk away because that's that fucking easy.
Shit. Okay. All right, Terry.
Terry's like, where's the fucking
extra salt and blood today.
Terry's like, where's the fucking heart mode? He goes, I want the heart mode.
Terry's just all right. Oh shit! But welcome, Terry. Welcome. All right, next up we got Big Mike. What's up, man? What you been playing this week?
What's up? What's good? I've been playing Monsterborn, Iceborne. I've been playing that. Been playing a lot of Days Gone. I've been soaking a lot of Days Gone in, man. I'm trying to beat that game and get it done. I ain't going for the platinum. I might do it later down the road. I heard it's easy platinum, but I'm enjoying the game. Days Gone is fantastic. Days Gone is life.
Is that true though?
I feel like it's overrated.
I think everything's overrated.
Dude, I bought it when it came out. I played 5 hours of it, and it felt like recycled trash. It felt like
shit.
It's not that it's a bad game, but it follows the same concept as The Last of Us, Dying Light. It's that post-apocalyptic mayhem shit, which is just it's in a giant sandbox. It's just overdone.
Oh my god! Oh shit!
I told Brady, you and Terry should be like soulmates.
Wow. You see that?
I mean, you said the same. I mean, he said the same thing about God of War. He goes, God of War is fucking disgusting, man. The 2018 God of War is trash. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, shit.
That is fucking disgusting.
Okay.
Exactly, that's fucking disgusting.
He's like soulmates. I'm like, Even Cody was like,
yeah.
That's his name, remember, that's his name. Otaku, Mr. Steal Your Waifu.
Oh, shit, that is true. That is true, Mr. Steal Your Wife, shit.
I guess he said, fuck it. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I get it.
Hey, Platinum, here's a rap for Terry. Don't bring your girl around me, true player for real, Mac Puff Daddy. I see that shit.
Is that catchy too?
Oh shit! Cody, you are my new best friend, sir.
That's funny, bitch.
Here we go. We got the fucking 7 Musketeers.
All right, here we go. What's up, EJ, man? You know, the scary shit, EJ, today, man, is Big Mike has the fucking life grenade, bro. So shit is corrupted. Shit's fucked up. Everybody's got that tight-ass felt, we feel tight because we don't know what's happening right now. So Big Mike is the killer today. The hunted has become the hunter. So everybody like fucking best behavior style, like shit.
I'm coming for Terry.
Ooh,
oh shit!
Terry's like, fucking bring it, bitch. That's what Terry. Terry's savage today. She like, fucking.
I know she is.
She's like, blow me up now, bitch. Like, she's ready.
Just do it. Just do it. Do it.
All right. Next up, we got Prime Time, a.k.a. the political gamer, Dave D. What's up, man? Where's your cam? And what you been playing this week?
Well, this week I've been playing NBA 2K19 and some Red Dead online, just checking some of those updates. So getting that in. I did jump in and out of Anthem every now and then, but yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Quick question: How you liking those ads in 2K19?
Yeah, that was almost my final round. But
that's fucking cringy as fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's just cringy as fuck. Especially when you get through scoring a 30-point game and you're like, oh shit, I'm ready for the next, and then you gotta wait for a minute commercial about Xbox. Commercial about Xbox soap, and you're like, this is bullshit.
It's no lie, Danny.
Our Monopoly game that Danny had us play.
That too.
That was
no lies though. They're being throwing these ads in the 2K19 series, and you can't skip these ads. You got to watch them.
I guess I'll add something else to my final round then. I mean, because my wife's still in it, but I could just add a side.
He said, "Damn, get me ammo."
So
I'm happy to be here, y'all. Happy to be here.
All right, well, welcome, Dave. Welcome, Dave. You're like John Cena. We can't see you.
I know. Hey, trust me, Ebony's Magazine Man of the Year will be shown very soon. Just give me a moment.
Ebony Magazine.
He's talking about fucking the classifieds in the hoe section in the back. Where motherfuckers say, $20 for the massage, but $80 for the finisher. You know what I'm saying? So, we know how this is.
Sad.
Premium snaps. What's
shit.
up, everybody? I'm Dan, the host here, and I've been playing some Messenger. I've played Forza. I played Fight and Rage. I played Badass Babes, which stars Ron Jeremy, the porn star.
What?
It's a fucking bomb-ass beat-em-up, too.
What?
Ming Ling kicks ass, man.
What?
Seriously. Ron Jeremy, and it's dope. It's like fucking
You
Final
say
Fight.
you are playing a porn star video game?
It's called Badass Babes. It's a beat 'em up like Final Fight or Streets of Rage. And it's digitized like old school Mortal Kombat style. And it's fucking the bomb. It's the bomb. And there's titties.
The bomb.
There's titties.
Fucking the bomb.
There's titties. There's fucking. There's fighting. There's combos. There's aliens. There's fucking. There's fighting.
What the fuck?
There's a lot, and the graphics is dope. So if you're a PC player and you got $6 to just waste, go get Badass Babes on Steam. I swear.
I don't think it would be worth $6.
It is.
I know. I don't know. I thought
it was like $6.
It's a quality beat 'em up packaged in sex. So fully support it. Why not? I mean, can anybody disagree with those? Can anybody disagree with those layers?
You got this from Pornhub.
I was gonna say, hell yeah, you got this shit from OnlyFans. You didn't get this shit from.
Here we go. This is OnlyFans. Fuck you, man. No, it's on Steam, man.
No, don't lie, Dave. Don't lie.
Here we go. Let's prove a point. Let's prove a point here.
You paid $100 on a premium snap, didn't you?
No, I didn't. Let's do this. All right, let's just get this out the way. I don't know if we'll probably be banned. Hopefully not. We might be.
What's good?
Here, let's do this.
James ain't exposed. I'm
getting ready to show you what the fuck is up, because y'all think I'm bullshit. y'all think I'm
You
garbage.
should lose a life for that, bro.
Y'all think I'm garbage, man. Yeah. Look at this shit.
Terry said she'll be back as soon as possible. She has a storm going on and knocked the power out.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. All right, we'll be careful. But here it is,
That's what I thought,
Babes. I don't know if I can even show the trailer, but these are your protagonists. Ron Jeremy is also in it. You can also play as Ron Jeremy.
Jesus.
Let me.
I asked him to stream it. He's like, I don't know if Twitch will let me stream this.
See, look at this shit. Look at that shit. Look at the graphics on that shit. That shit is like
I can't see.
All right, no, try to blow it up. Try to full.
Yeah,
screen.
blow it up, man. Full screen it.
Shit. It's like, I don't know if I don't want to click next.
Oh yeah, I got you.
You see what I'm saying? So I want to be
Shouldn't
careful.
it blur it out?
But there's Ron Jeremy. He's in the game. It has like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Shit, I think we're about to get banned.
Yo, she about to get cut off.
Oh shit! Hold on, we're about to be banned.
chat said you lose a life, Daddy. The chat said you lose a life.
Yeah, you gotta lose one for that.
No, because it says nobody said in chat, dude. Nobody said in chat. You're fucking lying, dude. I'm looking at chat right now. Nobody said it, dude. They said close the other porn tab, dude. That's all they said. I don't have a porn tab. My porn tab isn't up. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure that's
Say John said lose that life there, Danny. John
but that's one person. It has to be a general consensus.
Frozen said we need to lose a life as well.
No, he did not.
Yeah, he said we got
he said close though. He said close the other porn tab.
He said question your integrity. He said we're questioning your integrity.
No, that's not. Wait. Hold on, oh shit!
I paid attention. He's always in the chat.
Oh shit! Fuck.
Lose a life, man.
Alright, so let's get into these topics. Now it's me, Platinum,
what's going on there,
and
Sean?
Dave
Welcome to the stream, man.
Are in danger. So 3 of us are in fucking danger right now. And I would say Big Mike lost a life, but he's not going to throw it himself. So Big Mike is not in danger.
How did I lose a life?
Oh, yeah, he lost one earlier.
No,
you did. Remember? No,
I lost one earlier. Yeah, I'm down to 5.
I'm down to 5. Remember I called it out on you, Big Mike? Yeah. No, bro, you did lose a life.
I was just bullshitting.
Yeah, I said I'm down to 5. I'm down to 5. That's fine.
Okay. All right. I'm scared. We are talking a bunch of random news today. Like I said, I didn't really have a theme because I'm tired of the bitch. So I was like, fuck it. We'll just get the news bites and we'll just talk about them. Now, how do you say this guy's name, Big Mike?
Etika.
Okay, Etika.
There you go.
Okay.
Not Tika.
Right. Etika.
There you go.
I got
I wanted to show you guys what I got with the package as well. Like this is like some nice.
Ooh, fresh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and some fresh threads too from Thread Beast. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is different though. This is dope ass jersey, Dolphin jersey. Sorry to interrupt, by the way. But I just wanted to emphasize and show that.
I had that hand on that button.
Hey man, I wouldn't if this wasn't something good. You feel me? This is what I woke up for and almost missed out. I would have waited till fucking Monday to get my package. Now I could wear this shit on the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, you get a cookie.
Want to get a laptop?
But okay, so Etika, big YouTuber. I guess his show was kind of like gaming related. At first, it was all super gaming related, and then like towards the later half of his time on YouTube, it changed to more like live news events, kind of like almost like a trollish type channel. So I guess there was like a video that he put out. Kind of talking about how he was depressed and kind of a suicidal video, and then they actually found his body. He actually passed. They found his body in like a river or where? Big Mike, where did they actually find his body?
I don't know the exact location. I just know they found it in a body of water.
It was in a body of water, and I guess they ruled it a suicide.
It was a suicide. Yes.
And it's kind of sad because it's like, okay, you know, it's
this is a sad stuff, man.
Yeah, it's like.
And I know you've been dealing with like a lot of mental illness.
Depression,
like that.
It was
mental health issues.
I guess there was a lot of cries for help that he kind of like. A lot of his posts became like.
He did there, Frozen. He did. On his YouTube, he was a big YouTuber, and he played a lot of Switch games, like Frozen saying. He was a big YouTuber for Nintendo Switch games, and when he jumped, he had before he jumped, he had his Nintendo Switch on him.
Damn.
Oh man, damn.
And that's sad, man. It's like, you know, when people like, you know, some people like that when they're kind of like that type of depression, they tend to push people away, but then they'll cry for help from a distance. And you know, I know how it is when somebody becomes kind of like an asshole, or if they've changed. It can be easy to be pushed away. you kind of if this person is your friend, if you feel like this is my family, my friend, I can't see this person suffer. You gotta sometimes you have to force yourself. You have to push yourself to be in their lives and kind of protect their mental state of mind because people are very fragile, especially their mind. Their minds are very fragile, especially if they suffer from slights like depression and anxiety and those type of things. It's like you got to be wary of your surroundings. You got to be wary of the people who are around you because you never know who has that real cry for help. Like they may not be, they may think it's embarrassing to approach people for help, so they won't inadvertently just say, "Hey, I need help." You know what I'm saying? They'll maybe just do like certain posts that may seem have an air of depression, or it may have suicidal type posts, and that's when we as a whole, we need to just look at that and go, wow, maybe this person does need someone to talk to. Maybe I need to start reaching out. Maybe I need to just start with a message, a daily message to try to let them know that there's people out there that care about you. It may seem like the world is fucked up, but in the midst of that, there's people that actually care, and there's more to life.
Especially like Frozen said, that his brother killed himself as well.
You need to remember that like YouTubers and Twitch streamers and stuff, we're entertainers, so we put on like a show and a face.
Yep.
All right. So and honestly,
I'm not trying to,
we're not psychology people.
Almost every single Twitch streamer I've encountered. Almost every Twitch streamer I've encountered suffers from either depression or some other mental illness. Like I haven't found any that don't. So it's super common and it's sad. So you should never assume that they're fine.
Yes.
Right. Never assume they're fine.
I mean, it's like I'm not trying to take from his what happened to him. It's like Robin Williams. He came on screen. Right. He always put a smile on his face, made people laugh. But on the other side where he's not off screen, he was dealing with that kind of stuff. And you remember what happened to him? They found him.
That was horrible. The funniest people are most commonly the most depressed.
Yep.
And
Williams is different though.
How? He's a comedian.
He died trying to get himself off. He didn't commit suicide.
No, he committed suicide.
He did. He initially committed suicide.
He overdosed.
He committed suicide.
They thought it was at first, and then they found later that it wasn't. He was into some really kinky stuff, and he ended up, getting injured.
Wow.
He ended up dying.
I don't know what you read.
But even though we're not sure, still it's sad though, because this guy Etika, to find his body like that, I'm sure he had a lot of followers. And I'm sure people loved him on his channel.
They did. And there was some backlash too, though. There was some backlash.
But we got to talk about it. I think in our communities we have to just be open and just listen to people's pain, man, because it's out there, man. And I know people who have depression, and I've seen them suffer through it, and I've talked to them on the phone and stuff like that. And all you can do is just be that ear and be understanding and patient, man, because depression is hardcore, man.
That's what I said.
That's one thing that people don't pay attention to. It's hardcore, man. It's real. It's real.
They will try to push people who suffer from that stuff will try to push you away, and it's not that it's anything personal. It's just that it's embarrassing. Some people find it embarrassing, or they feel like they don't want to put themselves out there like that. So they try to stay sheltered, which is a temporary ease for a terrible affliction, so it's like that's why we have to be strong. Like when it seems like they're pushing us away, when it seems like they don't want us around or something like that, we still need to make ourselves available. We still need to be there for them, even reach out, even when they say they don't reach out, still do, because you never know, because then that could be that one thing that keeps them afloat, and maybe it'll get a chance to get them at least some source of support. There was a big outpour for Etika, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't too familiar with Etika. There was small little rumblings here and there. Like I said, I remember they were talking about it was a story they did about his channel changing towards the the latter part of his career on YouTube, where it went from gaming to more like shock vids, but kind of like live streams, vlogs, a little bit of trollish here and there, those type of things. But that tells you something though. That tells you that where he was at a happy point, in his life, and then there was that sudden change, and his videos, his content changed, and I think people, if it's entertaining, it's entertaining, but people didn't see it for what it really was, and there was a stark change there. But there
it's
were
hard
people
to tell with stuff like that, though.
It's hard to tell because you don't know if
content creators change their stuff and rebrand all the time, so it's hard.
Right.
You can't just by changing what they do, you can't really pick that out. Though.
It's hard. It's super hard. It is, and it's not. And we're just saying it to say it, but we know it's not easy. It's not an easy thing when you're dealing with somebody that is depressed or like bipolar. It's one of the hardest things to deal with, especially if you're close to that person. Because one moment it's all love, and then another moment is so detrimental, and it wanes a lot.
That's why I tell all my friends. That's why I like telling all my friends. I mean, if you need to talk to me, you know how to message me. You can get me on Messenger, text me through my phone. It's always on. I'll answer one way or the other. You want to talk about something? I'm here to listen.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always good to be open.
I'm the same way. I've had plenty of people, confide in me because they, were struggling with stuff. Yep. So yeah. Always have somebody, if you can't go to your family or a close friend, just find someone. Just find someone that you can feel comfortable talking to, because it's better than just holding it in. Just find someone.
Lokita asked if Lakita just asked if any of us have suffered any depression. Has any of you guys suffered with depression?
I do.
I have before. There was a point where I wasn't working.
And I still do.
There was a point where I wasn't working, and I had a whole family to take care of, and it was like I was doing like little odds and ends here and there, and I just didn't fucking have the money, and it was sad because it was like I had a whole family to take care of. My wife, daughter. I didn't have a job really. My job was trash. So I couldn't really make ends meet, and there was some days where it was like, man, we didn't know, and we had our neighbors one day helped us out because they wanted to barbecue, but they couldn't cook, and they knew that we could cook, but we didn't have any food, so they bought extra barbecue for us to make, and they let us keep parts of it. So it was to that point. It was that bad, and I was thinking to myself like I failed as a man. So I we all have our moments. It's just some is more severe than others, and that's when you got to be more open. You just got to be willing to deal and be strong for them, because everybody's not as strong as you think. They may come off as super strong, but they still need help. And if you do see that, just be open for them. Just be available. Don't ever.
And be patient. Really, it's about patience and understanding. And you can't really tell people what to do. It's just really just be available when they need you. In the end, that's what it's about. And like I said, we've all dealt with it. Terry said she dealt with it. Everybody raised their hand, and this subject people should talk about more, man, because we always talking about Kardashians. We always talk about Kardashians' fake ass, but we don't pay attention to freaking real deal stuff like
I like
this.
talking about this stuff because, see, here's the thing too. Like, when you have like gamer shows, podcasts and stuff like that, it's good to have fun most of the time, but we have
Big Cloud.
What's up, Big Cloud? Yeah, we also have to prove that we have our own mindsets too. We are an intelligent community. We understand that there are other issues that affect our community outside of just some fanboy bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And we have to talk about it. It may be ugly to talk about. That's like racism and all this stuff. It may be ugly to fucking talk about. Yeah. But sometimes you gotta talk about it.
I've had many conversations about it on streams and stuff, and it's for me it's sad that the topic of depression or mental health is like a taboo. No one wants to talk about it. Everyone kind of shuns it away. Mm-hmm. Like no. Well, we can talk about cancer and all these other really bad things that people have, but the moment someone says, "Oh, I have mental health problems," everybody kind of goes away. Like they don't want to discuss it, and it really should be. It really needs to be more discussed because I know more people suffering from mental health problems than fucking cancer.
Well,
right?
here's
so it needs to be. I'm sorry, Platinum, but it really does need to be discussed more. People need to stop treating it like a taboo topic because if we don't start recognizing it and seeing it as a serious thing, it's just going to keep getting worse and worse. And it's already super common, and people don't want to admit it.
You know what? You know
it
what?
Really is.
Wait, hold on.
You are right about that because, like even Summit,
it could be talked about or whatnot. It would be more aware, but you also got to think about. Well, here's what I think. Like my perception. Yeah, it needs to be like more well known, more to where it for people to be available for others, to sympathize with. But I think it also depends on the platform you're on as well. Because you don't want to, in my opinion, I wouldn't want to turn into like a depression fest to where like one compare their stories to the other, or it's like kind of like a competitive thing. I'm like, like we all here to hear each other's stories and try to relate and be there for one another. But I don't, but it's a two-way door, it's a double-edged sword as well, to where if someone tells this story, then someone tells this story to try to make it seem like it's more worse than the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not anything I was getting at. I'm just saying it's.
Well, no. I'm telling you, no. I'm not saying what you was getting. I'm saying from what I perceive, like from what, like my
other conversations that you had, right?
Yeah.
Some people will do that regardless. They do that with cancer.
But that's what I'm saying though. But like I said, depends on the platform and depends on how you address the issue to make it broad for everyone else, and for each individual person, it's best to like take that one-on-one. In my opinion,
I feel like you gotta talk about it. I feel like you just gotta talk about it though, because
you gotta talk about. I'm just saying for more
the conversation, like even if the conversation ends.
I'm just saying, society needs to open up to it more. Like, I'm not saying you need to be going to like meetings and discuss with other people or seeing a counselor if you don't want to see a counselor, but you need to find someone that you can talk to.
Yeah, there's no problem.
That's all I'm saying, because I mean, society just sees it as like a thing that we don't want to discuss, and we need to discuss it because
you know what? I think we're also clouded about so much other stuff that's going on in society as well. Is like really hard for us to really sit down and focus and pay attention, because our mind is just like our mind is running like day by day on different things. We're adults now. If it's kids, what I'm saying, they worry about like one thing at a time, but we worry about so much stuff that's happening at once. It's hard for us.
Suicide rates are a lot higher in minors, though. So no.
Right, but what I'm saying is like us adults is like we worry about so much to really, it takes time for us to really sit down and think about what, how to like really express ourselves or really have those people to really vent to about the depression. You know what I mean? Like, counselor is best, or having a good friend or whatnot. But I think like we're doing so much in our lives. It's just like it just takes away from like really sitting down and really like analyzing ourselves or do a self-reflection.
That's why it's such a hard and difficult subject. Go ahead, Cody.
They're trying to make counseling more accessible to everybody. I've noticed with a lot of the podcasts that I listen to, I can't remember the name of the sponsor, but there's a sponsor that's big giving out where you can video chat online, you can text with them, email them.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Message, all that stuff. I mean, there's a tiny little fee, but I mean, I listened to probably about 20.
Damn, you just cut out.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
Cody. I listened to 20 and then bloop.
Sorry, man, you cut out for 1 second. Sorry, man.
Oh.
You said 20. You said you watched 20 and then you cut out.
What the fuck?
Yep, you got to go back. You had to go back. You said you were watching 20 and then you got cut out.
Yeah.
Oh shit! He lost his fucking point.
He lost.
No, I'm looking down at the connection thing to make sure it didn't cut out again. There's like 20 podcasts that I listen to, and they all have like a promotion. I can't even remember the name of the organization, but they try to make it more available for instant messaging, video chat, calling, texting, and they're talking about it more. And it's not just like, if if you're fucked up here, do this. Like they actually will give like a promotion and they have like a free trial and all that stuff. And I know from my personal experience where I've dealt with therapists, and it really does help. It makes a world of a difference. And there's an old saying that people you look up to are really just as fucked up as you. And I fully believe that. I've met some of the people I've looked up to in the entertainment industry, and just having a regular conversation, you're just like, wow, this person understands where I'm coming from. Like, and there's like certain podcasts, like one that I'm really into is called Time Suck, and there's a community on Facebook that is just it's a closed group to the podcast, but it's so supportive of one another. Where there's about 10,000 of us in the group, and it's so nice to have that kind of safe place where you can talk about anything that's going on in your life, and just to have a few people that'll tap you on the back. I mean, via the internet, but still to have somebody there, it makes a world of a difference. I feel like they're starting to talk about it more, but it's not enough because there's a stigma. If you think about it, back in like the 50s, 60s, 70s, mental health was not discussed. If you suffered from something, it was avoid that person. But in this day, we
still have those stigmas today. Men still think that they have to hold up to a certain level of expectation to provide for their family.
We have to
and
be strong.
Cultures. There's lots of cultures that are super prideful, and you don't talk about these things today. Right. So it's not just.
Let's be real. The black community, us in the black community, we don't discuss it. And it's unfortunate because we feel like that, we in the black community, we don't suffer that much, but we do. And
you remember Danny, like you were discussing earlier, that you were going through some shit, and
I was going through some shit, man, because I just felt like I was failing. And
how many times did I reach out to you till you finally opened up to me?
Right, but I double back on what Terry was saying. As men, and I like I said, I attest to this. We have to be strong. We always have to appear strong, because that's what society has us to be is strong. Right. So if we don't appear strong, we kind of lose it, and that's why it doesn't get talked about. But I'm glad we're talking about it. I'm glad there's a dialogue now, and I challenge everybody too. When the video uploads, I want you to post links to like support groups, help groups. When you comment on this video, just post those links so people know where to go to get help. And we'll even have some too in the description.
I'm going to try to see if I can find the link.
Yeah, if you can find anyone, just comment. When the video uploads, just comment and put those links out there so people know where to go. Because people, they don't want to ask because you know how it is. That's the stigma in society. It's always that shunned thing. But if you post those links, people will click on them. It's not like they'll know who clicked on them.
Find someone to talk to, though.
Yeah, find someone to talk to. Talk to us. Reach out to anybody.
Talk to somebody. Because there's plenty of people out there that won't use a hotline because they'll see that as,
they'll see it as a,
right.
And a lot of people in a lot of different cultures have a lot of pride and a lot of, stubbornness where they're like, no, I don't need that stuff when they do.
Right. So, but
that's what makes depression even harder because then they're like, I may be depressed, but I have all this damn pride and stubbornness. And I'm not, I refuse
and keep
to
in mind, a lot of these places too, they help people who are dealing with people that are suffering from depression. So it's not just for people who are afflicted. So if you don't know, if you need tips or what can you feel like, what can you do to help, just follow those links. Whoever's watching, just post those links and check them out and see what you can do, because every situation is different. So there's not a fix all for it. And you like David said, you have to be patient and willing to be strong for that person. So
Danny,
yeah, yes sir.
What else I want to add is that what also I think is sort of stagger stat talking about is that how on Twitter everybody's on Twitter posting stuff, and that you get these people that tweet it's like, I'm depressed, they don't really understand it, and all these people chime into that person's tweet, I hope you feel better and such, but compared to an actual person that is really depressed and all that, like nobody's really there. Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's the social negativity of pretty much all the social media.
Well, that's why you have to. It's about being in their life, like their actual life.
The part of it being more aware, though, too, is there's a large amount of people who still don't see depression as a problem. They think it's just people, that's like depression's not real. Like there's plenty of people out there that still have that belief that depression's not real.
Right.
And,
well, it's unfortunate, but it is a real thing. It's a real thing, and we see how it affects people every day.
Like when this whole thing happened with the Etika and stuff, and like Bet said, the internet could be a mean place. The internet could be just a hurtful place.
That's why
it is. It can be very disgusting.
Well, that's why when you see that shit, you don't take part in it.
Yeah,
you'll
see a lot of that. There's no such thing as depression. Just suck it up, Buttercup, and get back in there. Stop being a crybaby. You see a lot of that crap, and it's like you can't behave like that.
Well,
I heard, and there's some YouTubers right now that are catching real flack.
Yeah, like I said, when it happened, people on the internet, like I was about to say, they were saying that this was all for some clout. I'm like, man, I was like, this is not for clout.
That's fucking sad, dude.
It was disgusting when he was just doing this for some clout chasing. I'm like, come on, get the fuck out of here.
That's fucking sad.
I said he's dead. There's no reason you guys be talking.
Yeah. What use is clout if the man is dead? But that is the internet, though. But that is why, like Terry said, like Platinum said, like everybody's saying, really don't turn to the internet. Turn to the people that have your back. And listen, we can't judge people with depression. We shouldn't force and talk about and try to make people with depression do what they don't want to do. All we could do was listen. And 9 times out of 10, listening and understanding and being patient, is the baby steps in trying to helping to heal. There's nothing that's going to heal it, permanently, or anything that we can say that will help heal it permanently. It's just, we just got to understand. We got to talk about it. And this is serious, man. This is serious stuff, man. I hope people take this video and all the other videos out there and really listen and say, oh, man, maybe I got to talk to my brother. Maybe I got to talk to my mom. Maybe I should call more to my uncle or my grandfather or whoever it is. And people from the military, they definitely suffer from mental health and depression. So, we got to be more open. And like Terry said, we can't just say, suck it up, because, man, if that was true, depression wouldn't exist. Exactly. And people, we need to listen to that.
Speaking of military, I think Terry's husband, Joel, suffers with mental health.
See?
And he was actually one of the people who said depression doesn't exist until he got it from the military. Now he's a believer.
Wow. That's interesting, and it's definitely heartening. It's like you kind of want to be like hard about his stances early, when he thought that this shit didn't exist. But then it's like when you think about it, it's like, man, you don't want anybody, you don't want anybody to suffer that affliction, because it's such a hard thing to deal with.
Joel talks to me every now and then. He suffers with like depression and anxiety and not being able to sleep, at night. There's like nights he'll stay up like all night, like I do. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, so I mean, and it's a real thing, and and it happens to a surprising amount of people, and even a lot of people So just pay attention, be patient, and be willing to talk about it, because you have to talk about the hard shit. You can't just avoid it all your life. You have to talk about the hard shit. Okay, all right. So let's move on. I don't want to spend too much time on it. But definitely make sure you pay attention. Okay. Next up, we got Greg Miller from Kinda Funny. I don't know if you guys remember Greg Miller. He is.
I know it is.
He used to work from IGN, and then he had his own shit. He also was the guy from EA. He did EA's thing at E3. Because we remember he interviewed. Remember he was at EA's shit for E3, EA Play or whatever the fuck it was. For E3.
He did a thing.
He's the one who got the hug from Ben Irving.
Yes.
He had the awkward anthem hug from Ben Irving.
Right. He's the dude that's from Kind of Funny. But yeah, he got banned from E3.
He got banned from E3, and
that's on his fault though.
Well, because he let somebody use his badge. And E3 is super fucking tight when it comes to security.
Yeah.
And the dude walking around, he's fucking chilling. He's like going in and out of shit. And security was like, "Whoa, wait a minute, who the fuck are you?" And he was like, and he showed him his motherfucking ID, and that shit said Greg Smith. And this is Rick, wrong motherfucker. And he was like, whoa. So they
I mean, supposedly this is not the first he done it, but I mean they finally caught him. Like I mean he was passing his badge around, so his friends and his people get E3.
Dude, he was doing a lot, man. So all of a sudden he gets a letter in the mail from fucking E3.
That's commission. A dumbass right there.
Dude, he gets a letter. I think the letter was like 3 sentences. It was like, "You're banned from E3. You failed the terms and conditions." And
he broke a rule, and he's banned from E3 for 2020, maybe longer. Or right now it's 2020.
2020.
He's reinstated. When I read earlier today, he got reinstated.
He got reinstated? For real? Hold on.
I read that earlier when I got the topic list. Yeah, he got reinstated, and he tweeted out, like, justice didn't serve, and fuck you all you haters.
Thanks for stopping by. Shout outs to Adam Vale from the Wrestling Cast Coalition.
What up, Adam? Oh, shit.
There you go. See, Adam with the confirmation. For Cody, he said, "Yeah, he's not banned no more."
Okay, I see it right here. It says his conviction has been. Look at this fucking dude, man.
He tweeted like, "This nightmare is over.
Let me show you his tweet.
My convention is overturned."
That's shady as fuck, dude.
Look at his fucking tweet, dude. Let me show everybody his tweet, man. Look at this shit, man. Shit, man. The national nightmare is over. My conviction's been overturned. I'm reinstated from E3. Thank you, ESA, for the fix. Thank you, ESA, for watching that.
Dude, that GIF he's over flexing.
Look at that shit, man. Dude,
he's flexing so hard on
bullshit, man. Look at that shit.
He's flexing.
Dude, that is some petty shit right there, dog.
Yeah.
That's some petty shit. So, what do you guys think? Like, do you think that ban was warranted? Like, should he not be sharing his shit out, or what?
He shouldn't be sharing his stuff out. I mean, it's really hard to get badges to go. You can't just go, let all your friends in, with your badge. Like, that's some bullshit.
Right. It was a media badge. I mean, it's a media badge that the media has to apply for. You shouldn't be sharing it.
Yeah, no.
Shit, I say it's called the hookup. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's called the hookup. Shit. I mean, if I get the badge, guess what? I'll be Greg fucking Smith or whatever his name is. And I'll Greg Miller. I'll be like, hey, Greg Miller. I'll be like, what's up, man? What's your name? I'll be like, seasoned Greg Miller. Here we go. Give them motherfucking shit.
They should have kept the ban.
Yeah.
You think so? You think it should have stayed banned?
It's literally just like the fucking shit with Dr. Disrespect. Because these guys are big names, you just get a slap on the wrist, If you and I fucking did that shit, we'd never get unbanned. And you know it.
Oh yeah, we'd be banned for fucking eternity.
Yeah, it's fucking favoritism bullshit. And like, okay, you guys are big names, so we'll just give a slap on the wrist so people think that we're taking it seriously when we're not. It's just
right.
bullshit.
We will be so fucking banned out of existence. They be like, "Who's the platform?" Like banned like a motherfucker, dude. Like we be
fucking. If you're gonna take his ban, or if you're gonna ban him, then fucking ban him. Don't be like, "Yeah, we're just playing."
Oh shit!
Wasn't he also banned on Twitch? But the next day, it's like, no, we overturned it.
There we go.
Yeah, he was banned on Twitch. I think wasn't he banned on Twitch as well? I believe.
Who? Disrespect?
Yeah.
Yeah, Disrespect.
Yeah, he was
fucking got a slap on the wrist.
But
he literally broke the law in the state of California. In the state of California, and he gets a slap on the goddamn wrist with no jail time.
They gave him a quick pop.
He took his camera crew and live streamed while in the public bathroom, and there were people using the urinals and shit. He broke, people's, privacy and everything like that, and he just got a slap on the wrist when he should have been in jail in California for that. That is super illegal in California.
It is, but you know how
that's a fucking felony. That is a felony in California.
Dr. Disrespect brings in a ton. I mean, a shit ton of fucking money.
Yeah, so I guess as long as you're, a celebrity, you can be a felon and get away with it, you guys.
Hey, that's fucking foul. It's foul, it is. But look at that revenue stream. Like when Dr. Disrespect,
60,000 people saw him commit a felony, and yet he didn't get any fucking charges. That's bullshit.
I know.
Well, hey guys, remember? Hold on, guys. Remember, if you're famous, they let you do it. So I mean, that's how it always goes. So I mean, that's the price of fame. That's the price of fame, is that you can get away with crimes, and you can do whatever. You can shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue.
EJ said he should be doing fucking community service. Can you imagine him fucking serving community service with that fucking bullet thing?
Oh God.
Oh my God, man! It would still seem trollish. Like he literally lives his life in the trollish bubble. You know what I'm saying? That's how he maintains, but that's how he make his money too. Hell, his name is Dr. Disrespect.
Well, I mean,
you can't expect respect.
You can be disrespectful, but at the moment you're breaking laws and and getting felonies, I mean that's just serious.
That's exactly. Cheat on his wife. That's
exactly.
There's a line. There's a line. Yeah, he cheated on his wife and he bragged about it on fucking Twitch, and everyone praised him for it. Like,
what?
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't like that guy. Like, I can't watch him, man. It's like, don't brag about watches it.
Him, she just be like, she just goes into spasms.
Don't brag about it.
Damn, he's a super douche, man.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Big Cluster, that's the world we live in.
I mean, if you're having problems with your relationship, that's fine. Lots of people do, but you don't brag about it and make it look like your partner's a joke because you did something. It's
but I feel like we, as a society, we fuel it with how big social media is getting, because any jackass can become YouTube famous by a viral video, and just that jackass is going to go with that mentality of I'm untouchable. I made this video, so they'll splat out anything. And because if people are a fan of anybody, even if you disagree with what they say, they're still going to pretend to be supportive, and that builds up these egos, and these people become egotistical giants and become terrible fucking people. It's just we enforce it as a society. I mean, that's literally what it comes down to.
I mean, but look at the shit now. I mean, look at it.
Probably don't even like him.
Greg can fucking give out his pass to anybody and gets a pass at E3. Fucking Dr. Disrespect can literally disrespect people and do a felony. And
I'm pretty sure it's more of like a shock thing. A lot of his viewers probably don't like him. They're just there because they want to see what the fuck are you gonna do next.
That's true.
There's a couple people I could see.
Wasn't there also something with Ninja and his wife that happened? Also on Twitch.
I didn't hear that.
There was a different guy. Him and his that had I can't remember who it was anymore. It was
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, but it wasn't Ninja. Ninja just
wasn't it like some guy named Brad or something?
Beat his wife on.
Well, that wasn't Ninja that beat his wife, but that wasn't. It wasn't Ninja.
And
that dude got his comeuppance.
There was a guy. There's been plenty of people that have done that.
That dude got his comeuppance though. Like he actually.
And then there was the other YouTuber or Twitch streamer that had like the child porn and shit.
That's Pro Jared.
Jared.
That's Big Mike's favorite dude.
Shit!
And his wife was just as guilty as him.
That's fucking sick,
that's
man.
True. Yeah, she was. But you know what? Those people, they got their comeuppance. But then you see that there is a way out. If you really make that money, if you make that money for that company, you can fucking survive. And Dr. Disrespect proved it. He proved that it didn't matter what the fuck he did.
But Twitch knew. Twitch knew. Like, look, we're losing money. We're losing money to not have Dr. Disrespect on. We're losing money.
We're losing fucking money, and Dr. Disrespect, he got that same.
When you back somebody else, back somebody else, build them up.
Like the two biggest people I know, that I know that bring hella money in for Twitch is Ninja and Dr. Disrespect.
Just back somebody else.
Well, Shroud
Look at
too.
Sports. Look at
Shroud.
sports. An athlete fucks
Shroud,
up.
yep.
They lose. They lose those contracts and sponsorships.
They lose their contract,
and they pick someone else. There's no reason why. There's fucking millions of people on Twitch. You're gonna tell me they can't find somebody else to be their goddamn moneymaker? Bullshit.
Well, that's true, but you know how
you can put anybody on the front page.
He already. Dr.
They can put anybody. Anybody that they like
this.
on front page, and they'll blow up. So
I mean, that's your platform, Terry. You ought to be standing behind this platform, writing to Twitch, and say, "Look, get him off the thing, man."
Well, here's
literally, they can put anybody on the front page, and they'll blow up. Like I've literally seen people that go on the front page for things, and they're boring as fuck, but they, Twitch put them on the front page, and they're getting like thousands of people watching them, and no one's talking to them. So I mean, if Twitch wanted to back someone and promote them and make them big, they could turn anybody into a celebrity on their platform.
That's true. They really could. It'd be an instant thing too. Like it's an instant thing. If they just,
I think he also does that thing. And I think he also does that thing where one of the things I don't like, where even to chat with Dr. Disrespect, same with Ninja, you have to sub to their channel. Like you got to drop that $5.
Yeah, you have to drop the sub to talk in chat. That's some scammy shit. That's
exactly.
Like
so to me, that's some scammy shit. I'm like, dude, why would I have to drop $5 to talk to your ass?
But listen, now, I give him this. I'll give Dr. Disrespect this. He got his views and subs and shit without Twitch per se. He didn't really have that backing at first. It was just him being a fucking troll. People like chaotic shit, so they coming back for more and more and more, and he ended up having a huge following. But Twitch,
that's the one thing that's why I follow him.
But Twitch profited, and they realized truly how much he brought in, and they were just like, oh shit, Dr. Disrespect bringing in, even though we may not agree. Them pockets make the non-agreement.
Platinum he kicked him off.
Oh shit! He must have got banned. He got banned because he must have took a picture of his bathroom. But I don't know. Yeah, but
I'm just saying. They just have to do some promotion and marketing for a streamer and be like, "Yo, this is a cause that they stream for." If they're like a charitable streamer, and boom. They got in the bag, so now they. It's just an excuse to say that they need to bring Dr. Respect back.
Exactly, they need to just get somebody new.
That's one of the things I'm not a big fan of Twitch for, because they are very political on things like that.
Right, but they still support that money. I mean,
yeah, I know they support that money. That's why I'm not a big fan of Twitch, because they're very political towards shit like that. Like Terry's saying, they don't look at these other people like Terry. Or LaLa.
YouTube does the same shit though.
Not as much.
Yeah, they do.
No, YouTube does that fucking shit. Like,
yeah, they do.
No, Mike, you just about to say it. No, LaLa would be a good person they could put.
Oh yeah, LaLa would be a great person.
LaLa would be awesome. Yeah, Terry would be a good person to put out there, because you ain't got to worry about your fucking channel being shut down. You don't have to, you'll get her rage at a price, and that's what people want to see. And people don't want to see shit get shut down. You know what I mean? And stop doing that horrible shit.
That's me.
People don't want to see that horrible shit.
Smaller streamers. I like to watch the smaller streamers because they're funny.
Me too. Yeah, and they care. They still have that care. You look at somebody like Ninja. I mean, how much does he really interact with chat? I sat through a few of his streams, and I'm like, he doesn't really interact with chat that much. I mean, there's few like.
It'd be nice if they got a female streamer in the spotlight, because when you look at the top 10 streamers on Twitch, they're all men.
Yep.
They're all men. There are some big partnered female streamers, but they're tiny compared to all the big guys.
Yes.
Yep.
That's true. That is true. Okay.
You need to get some of that lady power in there.
Lady power supports. I super support lady power. So let's go. Especially when
that's true. They're frozen. That's true.
Ladies is killers too. It's like, damn, Terry be killing the motherfucking dudes. I be like, damn.
I know. I watched her stream when she was doing that anthem. Her shit looked like FMV, the way she was playing Anthem. I was like, damn. She doing backflips and flipping over. I'm like, shit. She on my team.
Yes, I remember that there, Big Cloud. Oh my god,
What?
that shit was cringy as fuck.
Who
They're
showed
talking
up
about
with the see-through pants?
Well, they're talking about this girl. And it was they're talking about this girl. Yeah, Zombie Unicorn. I think her name is on Twitch or whatever. She was being harsh on girls. That the only time the E3 hires these people is to see these girls. Blah blah blah. See-through pants and shit like that. And
promoting the whole Twitch thought thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the next day, the next day at E3, they caught her. They caught her. She was there the next day at E3 with these see-through ass pants and see-through shirt, and right there we're like, what the fuck you talking about? You're doing the same goddamn thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at her pictures on Twitter. What? She's definitely...
Yeah, I mean, there's some great quality female streamers out there. You don't have to be thoughts, okay?
Yeah.
Put some
I'm gonna be honest with you
content
guys. I kind of wanted us.
You don't need to be shaking your tits and your ass and all that shit on stream, man. If you really want that attention, go to fucking Pornhub or something. You can stream whatever the fuck you want. You don't even have to do porn on Pornhub. You can literally just sit there and talk to people, and and have your
She said porn.
Fuck. It's just stupid. You're on the wrong platform. You're on the wrong platform.
Terry.
Yeah, like you said, she was one day. Yeah, on one of her streams on one day, she was painting her boobs on stream.
I support it though. But listen, but that's because I'm sick. I'm sick. That's why I'm sick.
How do I know about that, Lukita? I'm surrounded by men, and all they talk about is porn all the fucking time.
I don't talk about porn all the time.
You do.
Every time Joel discovers the newest porn craze he tells me about, and I'm like, I don't want to know about it. Like, I know about some shit that is going to haunt me in my nightmares for the rest of my life. No. Okay, so that's how I know about this shit.
I discovered a really interesting site called PornMD, and if you go on it, it's like a live feed of what people are searching right now. That is the funniest shit I've ever seen. I'll sit on my lunch break at work and just watch it. You don't see any images. It's just what people type in a search bar, and some of them are very freaking specific. And it's like,
I'll Thanos glove porn.
I mean, it's
Thanos glove.
There's some fun shit out there, man.
There was some shit that Danny showed me one day where I was talking about Nessa, one of the Pokemon gym leaders. That's going to be the new Pokemon thing, and out of the blue he's like, "Yo, Mike, go check out Rule 34." I said, "What the fuck is that?" He goes, "Just Google it. Rule 34."
It's a rule. It's a rule. If it exists, you can find porn on the internet.
He's laughing. And he's like, "Go check."
He typed in. Nessa.
I typed in Rule 34. Yeah, I typed in Nessa Rule 34. And there's people making anime
already on it.
Anime titties of her butt naked. I'm like, what the fuck?
And Big Mike was like, right click save. Right click save. So this is being real.
I will never forget. I will never forget when you contacted me and you're like, yo, you gotta check out this streamer. She's really good. And I pull it up and I'm like, she's a fucking titty streamer. Why the hell are you making all this bullshit? I was like, I don't want to watch this. Literally, her camera took up 50% of the goddamn thing, and her video game gameplay was a tiny little thumbnail. And I was like, fuck this shit. And I was just getting so agitated because there was legit this guy that was throwing her mad money. Like he sent her like $5,000 on the spot, And
I ain't gonna lie, I'm trying to get us a titty streamer.
All she did was she kept ego stroking him, like, "Oh, you're my king, I love you," this and that. Ego stroking the fuck out of me. Oh yeah, here's another 5 G's. Oh, Italy, baby. Here's to buy yourself a plane ticket, bring your girlfriends, and she's like, "Oh, I love you, man." Like, "Oh, here's another 1 G." I was just like, "Oh my god, you fucking whore!"
I'm telling you, man. I'm trying to listen.
I couldn't.
I brought it to everybody in chat.
Take Mike's life. You gotta take Mike's life for that.
I was so pissed at Mike. I'm like, why in the hell are you supporting this bullshit?
Listen, I talked to everybody.
Women out there. there's good quality women out there trying to make it on Twitch, and you got ass hats supporting that bitch ass shit.
Listen, I wanted to listen. Hold on, David. I brought it to everybody.
Hey, what's that number? What's that name so he can hit her up?
Listen, I brought this to everybody in our chat.
I think I blocked her and reported her, and I never looked back.
I brought this to everybody in chat. I basically said I wanted us to have a titty streamer. I brought it to everybody in chat because I wanted to generate some revenue. So I was like, all right, maybe we should have like a titty streamer on Friday nights, right? Now I did state that I wanted some integrity. So like instead of instead of like a giant window of the titty streamer in a small game, I wanted it like actual gaming. So the gaming screen is big. You know, you have the small camera in the corner, but I wanted us to have a true titty streamer. So like a real titty streamer that actually games and like, but she got her titties out. And it's $4.99. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to do it. I brought it to everybody in chat. And I got some negative feedback. Well, we want to keep our time. We will. You know, we won't have big screen. We'll have small screen.
I said I was okay with more content, and if she wants to cosplay, fine.
Like cosplay, but actually game.
We have to draw the lines.
I know, Terry. Terry's like, she's like,
turn on, Daddy. Turn on, Daddy.
Hell no.
But you know what? I agree because what we don't want to become is a sleaze channel. I mean, we're supposed to be fun for the game.
Just on Friday.
It's gonna become the new, freaking what's that hell that site you guys talk about, that Chatterbait or whatever the hell that shit is.
We don't want to be Chatterbait. Yeah. We don't want to be fucking Chatterbait. And we don't want our shit banned, but so we want to keep it cool because that's just.
Because you know what's gonna happen, right? We're gonna get all the pervs on the Twitch, and then they're gonna come to YouTube, and they're not gonna get what they're used to getting, and then they're gonna be pissed as shit, and they're gonna be throwing mad shit.
That's why I wanted to be very specific on the day. So like Friday night after dark stream with our
so Titty Tuesdays. We're gonna have Titty Tuesdays.
No Titty Tuesday. No. I'll only do Fridays late night after dark. We got literally we'll call the stream we'll call it Titty Stream. And it'll literally be like it's almost like a parody, but then we also offer the titties.
Did Danny lose a night? If not, can you take one from him now?
No. Listen. The shit already been shut down. It already got shut down. It already got shut down. I'm just saying. This is what I was offering. I was trying to get us a true payroll. And
a platform after dark.
And I was really trying to get us some real cash.
You told me the whole plan, Danny.
I did. You're going
to call it Titty Tuesday, Shake Your Phone Thursday.
I was not. He's lying. I said after dark. I said after dark Fridays. It was going to start at like 11 p.m. She was going to do like a 2-3 hour stream. She basically cosplays for the chat. She actually games it up. Feet. Yes.
But she got wet feet.
She chickened out. The person I had chickened out, she saw the severity of it. She was like, as soon as she heard over 500 people could be watching, she got her titties went smaller and she left. So it's whatever, but I swear to God, if I can find someone that's truly a gamer, yes,
we don't need Hoochie. We don't need Hoochie Friday, man. I mean, we really.
Oh yeah. Why not? Listen. Why not?
Listen. Folks come to the platform for our banter. They come
for
the rage. They come for the lives lost. They don't come for the tits and the grits. You know what I'm saying? They don't.
Yes, they do.
They come for the grit. They definitely come for some grit.
They come for the grits. We can just offer tits.
The only titties any of them have seen is fucking Mike's. So I mean.
No, nobody in public see my titties.
Oh, the people we've already seen them, and we're not happy about it.
We're not real happy about it.
That's what happens if you go onto Twitch here for the platform and donate your $5 to see titties. You're gonna see Mike's titties.
You're gonna see Big Mike. Big Mike's titties look like spoiled eggplants with burnt pepperonis on the tips. It's not good, man.
Big Cloud said, "Damn, Daddy, your woman went flat chested."
Yeah, she did. And she decided not to do it. She decided not to do it. I think, like I said, I think when the realization, because I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it like coming up. I was gearing up. I had the art ready. I was gonna do it. I was gonna like boom.
Right.
We got our own resident titty streamer, and I was gonna try it on a trial.
You guys in the chat. It gets a lot more hilarious because the titty streamer was gonna be his niece, right? Wasn't it your niece?
Yes.
He's promoting his niece to be his titty streamer, you guys.
Because she wanted money too. She was talking about she was broke. Listen, she told me she was broke. I supported fam.
I wasn't going to expose Danny that way there, Terry. I wasn't going to expose Danny.
Listen, who cares? Listen, I can be exposed because, listen, it was for the fam. She was talking about she was broke. I said, I got you. I'm looking for a titty streamer. Listen, she was like, okay, Jet, what do I got to do? I said, all you got to do is cosplay. Listen, she said, all I got to do is cosplay. I said, all you got to do is cosplay and game it up. She was like, okay, so like, do I just play the game? So all you got to do is play the game and dress like provocative. And she was like, I can fucking do that. Because she does that shit when she go to the club and shit. She ain't dressed like no fucking nun. She was all out. So I thought she was super comfortable, but she wasn't. She got scared. She said, I don't want all these people, and I'm scared. And I said, okay. All right, I'll cancel it for now, but I'm still in the market. So if you guys know,
oh my God, he's still in market to be his niece's pimp. I'm
just saying. I mean,
I tell you, I was trying to pimp my motherfucking niece. God damn it, because she wanted motherfucking money. We need money. We need money here. Why not?
I'm just saying perspective because Danny. I mean, not Danny, but Dave likes pop in the stream on the Twitch and. Well, if he went there one day, he didn't know about the shit's going on, and he goes, "Who the fuck is this?" Oh,
but it's not my blood niece.
That's my niece.
It's not my blood niece. It's my wife's niece, but she's my niece because of marriage. So shut the fuck up, Big Mike. It's not my blood niece. You know what I'm saying? Big Mike always trying to come for the jugular, and
I mean,
doesn't
I know, keeping it in the family. Shit, man.
David, I'm gonna tell you who it was, David. David, I'm gonna tell you who it was.
No, don't say it. Hold on, listen. First of all, don't say it.
I'm gonna say it.
Let's go back to Dr. fucking disrespect, man. That motherfucker don't want to see titties. That motherfucker want to see people's penises in the bathroom.
Okay, look, this is what we're gonna do. Actually, what I wanted to do was show, because I got Teen Titans on here. I wanted to show the trailer for Teen Titans Go.
That shit looks good.
And then I wanted to get your guys' take on it. Because a lot of us here, if we were old fans of Teen Titans, we like the old style. We complained about, Teen Titans Go. So I just wanted to get your guys' take on it here. So let me pull that up.
I haven't seen the thing for it, but I know Joel is hyped as shit right now.
Well, he should be.
He keeps going on about the new Teen Titans and stuff.
So let me pull this up for chat as well. Boom, there it is.
He's being savage right now, Danny.
I know.
Keep it in the family, Dan.
Oh, God. All right, so fuck that. And let's go ahead and so let's check out the trailer for Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. Here we go.
Who's got a red eye in that thing right now? Like, what is that? Oh, okay, Cyclops.
Cool. Face your challenges.
They're the serious versions of us.
Just what we need to kick us up a notch. Let's prove we're the best Titans in the multiverse.
So, I think I know who's behind this.
Hi there. Guys, that's right. We will conquer the multiverse together, and there's nothing you can do to stop us.
We are in the danger. It is time for the cooperation.
Oh, come on!
It's funny how, like, the actual Titans can see the bullshit pop up on screen for the bullshit Titans.
Oh, what took you so long? Santa Claus, he's right there. Is this good or bad?
The cost of being a hero. Brooding heroes.
Their Robin is so handsome.
What?
Combining it?
Yes.
Titans, go!
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
As long as they combine the old. Nice. That's what
They
I
combined
like.
the old one and the new one. This has kind of been buzzy around lately. People have been talking about it. They're like, oh,
I just can you go back? There was this one, you know how they were like clicking to the scenes and they were just throwing text up? They literally had a scene that said expectations will be shattered. I think.
It's going to be a dream.
There it is. There. Yeah, expectations will be shattered. What expectations are they telling you we're supposed to go in with good expectations and we're going to be disappointed? Is that what they're trying to warn us about?
I think you're telling us expect to be disappointed.
That's exactly what they. No, but.
Did you guys watch the last movie, the Teen Titans Go movie?
Yes, and it was funny than a bitch. I liked it.
It was funny. It was good. It was good. I liked it. I'm not a big, Teen Titans Go, type of person, but I watched the movie and I thought it was funny.
Joel loves it because that's his kind of humor. He loves Teen Titans Go.
I think.
So I prefer the original, Teen Titans because they're like more serious.
Oh, he loves the original as well, but yeah, he gets into that kind of humor because he it's the same like what Batman Brave and the Bold. He found that shit hilarious. He loved it. That's just his kind of humor.
He's like, what? Cody, what do you think, man? What do you think of this smash up here, dude?
I like it. I like when they do that kind of shit. Like Spider-Man into the multiverse. Like I like those kind of movies where because these comic book characters and have so many different lores and stories and shit. When they bring it all together, I feel like if it's done right, they can make a good mash. And I mean, I grew up watching Teen Titans. And this Teen Titans Go, my 4-year-old son gets into it, so it's kind of nice to see what I grew up with and what he's growing up with, to kind of see them like kind of combine together, so it's something that we can both enjoy. You know what I mean? Like that was the cool thing about Spider-Man.
I think it'd be hilarious because you would have super serious broody Robin with I don't give a fuck, I'm a child Robin.
Yeah. Hey, he be twerking and all kind of shit. Like, what the
is
fuck?
This the Teen Titans Go? Is that like when it was younger, or is this
like
a minute?
Teen Titans Go is just a reboot. It's a reboot, and it was done as a comedy instead of
the art style makes it look like they're younger, but it's just they behave a lot more like
they're just chibi versions of the.
They're a lot more immature in Teen Titans Go. They behave like children for sure.
Okay.
Exactly, but
Brave and the Bold was definitely better than Teen Titans Go. I give you that for sure, EJ. Facts. Yeah.
I'll make sure my boys watch it. My boys are gonna watch it.
Hold on, be careful, David, because Teen Titans Go is not. It's not kiddie. Teen Titans Go is not kiddie though. That's the thing. Teen Titans Go is like
it's sort of kiddie. I mean, they don't swear.
It's
cute. Compared to the other shit that's on TV, that's light.
Some of them jokes, though, is far.
That has some. The humor in this one is tolerable versus the cartoons back in the day for Cartoon Network. You know what I'm saying? Cow and chicken, like
Cow and Chicken was far. Cow and Chicken
was way more adult.
They put so much sexual puns in there. We missed it when we was younger, but when we look back at it now, we'd be like, "Oh shit!"
Don't forget, Disney puts a lot of adult sex jokes in their movies too to keep the parents in your hands.
I'm talking about kids. I didn't know you went there, son. You went there. Tuck it in. You said cow and chicken. I love cow and chicken. That was my.
Well, he went there. He got to tuck his age in though. But then cow and chicken was my shit.
Hey, soon as he started presenting a little even just butt ass naked and a cow.
I know. It's like what the fuck?
Nipples. I'm like, yeah, this is so adult, but I'm just so drunk.
Don't forget,
it was like so adult. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Look
King
at
of the Hill
fucking-
back in the day.
Look at
It was
Johnny
Hank
Bravo.
Hill before King of the Hill and Beavis and Butt. Yo.
Beavis
That was Hank Hill. That was the OG Hank Hill, Beavis and Butthead before King. That was the OG.
Same with Daria.
Man, that was
Dude said Daria. Hold on, your age. God damn, Cody, like what?
I love Cow and Chicken. You know, and IR Baboon and the Devil.
Shit. The Devil's ass was out, wasn't it? Like his
he didn't wear no pants or anything.
I know he was shaped like Mike. He was
The Devil had that bubble butt going on. The Devil had that bubble butt going on.
Oh God! Johnny Bravo was my shit too, but that's the only one to do was like get girls though, right? Like that was his.
So
premise.
I'm sorry, Danny. If you're gonna say that this isn't for the kids, you're mistaken. It's definitely for the kids.
Well,
yes, dude.
But
yes,
they got some jokes. I'm just
Titans.
saying, but they got some jokes in there that's fucked up though. They got some.
They do, but Teen Titans. Trust me, I've seen some of the kiddie shows on Netflix, and that shit should be on Pornhub. So Teen Titans it's all good, man.
Whoa, what's up, bro?
Man, I was watching a kiddie show. My son was watching. It was about this dude who's like a toy inventor.
We gotta stop calling them kiddie shows. It just sounds like it's just I don't know.
Okay, let me say this: like shows for kids.
Thank you.
And this shows for kids that was on Netflix, and it was about this dude who was like a genius, and he was a toy inventor at like 12. But man, some of the stuff that they were saying was like, damn. I'm like, man, I hope my kids don't go to school and say this to the teacher, man. They're gonna get sexual harassment.
That's like SpongeBob. Most of the jokes are adult jokes made on SpongeBob.
I love
because
SpongeBob.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah, SpongeBob is notorious.
Look, Cody, you remember Rocco's Modern Life, or are you too young?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I remember Rocco.
Okay. All
And they said it was bringing that stuff on Netflix. Then
Yes.
like all these.
They talked about bringing it
Two
back.
Stupid Dogs is great, Donald. Yes, Two Stupid
Dude, I'm
Dogs.
pumped to bring Invader Zim back.
Cat Dog also.
Cat
You guys
Dogs.
remember Invader Zim?
Two Stupid Dogs.
That shit's coming back. And they're
Courage,
making a
the
movie.
Cowardly Dog. I used to love Courage.
Oh, that was my favorite.
Remember Courage? That was
Angry
fucked
Beaver?
up.
What was it? Just the Rocco that like there was an episode where he actually worked like a phone sex line. Like that was his job.
Every time the intro, if you play the intro, slow it down. There's a certain point where you look on the wall and you will see where he has sex worker shit in his cubicle. Where that's what he does. Rocco Modern Life he was a fucked up dude, but
Yeah.
But I'm hyped for this. I love that they reached into nostalgia like this, and they're gonna kind of like just shake this shit up.
Then they also like teased at the end of the movie like the old Teen Titans were getting back. Like we finally established Signal or such.
Yeah, they were watching their old selves, and they were like, we used to be so fucking cool. And it was just like, wow, yeah, you did. You used to be dope. Now you're like childish, but
there you go, Danny.
Cow and Chicken. Yeah, I remember that.
Wait, hold on, let me see. Oh shit. Is it fucked up? Is it fucked up? Hold up, let me see.
You can show it if you want. It's That's the devil from Cow and Chicken.
That was on the cartoon. That was literally the cartoon.
They show that shit all the time. Him lifting his ass up and everything like that.
For kids.
Yeah. And this is Cartoon Network.
Yeah. That's when Cartoon Network was good. It was golden.
Yeah, but they was definitely fucking pro Jared with this shit. You know what I'm saying? That was close. That was very fucking close. Okay, what else we got? Teen Titans, definitely. Are we going to see it? Are we seeing it? It's on Blu-ray, right? It's not going to the movies.
Yeah, it's not coming to the theaters. So what do you mean we're going to see it?
Well, I mean, are we checking it out?
It'll be a day one on Vudu because Joel's a big time fan.
Oh,
I'll probably buy it. I'm down for it.
Me too.
Yeah, but I'll watch it.
I'm actually going to buy Batman versus
Fuck you, Big Cloud.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's on sale on Vudu right now. What'd you pay for it, Jerry?
I bought it, and I think I got it for like $10.
Yeah, it's on sale right now. The 4K version for $8.
Cool.
I'm gonna get it.
I just go with the what is it, HDX or whatever the hell they have. I just go with that or whatever. I don't have 4K anything. So
I know you don't.
I'm definitely checking it out for sure.
It was a good movie though. That the Batman Ninja Turtle crossover.
I wanted that. That's what I'm going to look at some point.
Did anyone see that?
They said that one was good.
I had a couple little gripes with it, but overall it was still good.
All right.
I like the Japanese one also. The Batman they did.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. That was actually pretty dope.
I didn't like Batman.
The art style was so good on that.
The art style was good, but I didn't like the Batman Ninja. That's what it was called.
Yeah, Batman Ninja. Oh. I mean, there was some kind of fuckery in there, but I mean, I liked it for the most part. It was pretty good. The action was good. Okay, next up, Phil Spencer.
Ben said that looks like your best friend, Daddy.
I know. I already said fuck you, Big Cloud. No, the devil was fucked up.
He said no.
Phil Spencer. I don't know if it was a direct quote from him or he supported it. But they made a comment saying that Xbox Live isn't a free speech platform. Yeah, what do you guys think about that? Like, for them to kind of tote that, because I know they're doing a lot of censoring.
I am totally okay with.
Well, they've been really cracking down on people being like bullies and stuff on there and things like that. So I think that's what they're getting at is you can't just say and do whatever the fuck you want on there because it has consequences.
Right.
There's way too much bullying going on.
Right. Yeah, I think people hide under that crutch of free speech just to commit hate speech. And I think that, free speech is, yes, it's freedom to speak, and publicly it's freedom to speak and protest, but you can't do hate speech. You can't be calling N-words, you can't be calling C-words, you can't be telling people to kill themselves and talking to children all weird and odd and stuff. That type of speech is not protected under free speech. No. Free speech is good free speech, not hate speech.
I was reading like comments and shit. People were talking about this on Twitter, Facebook, group chats. Or like, yo, you remember the 360 area? Not area, but 360 era and the PlayStation 3 eras. We say this shit all the time back in the day. These people need to grow balls or some titties and get over themselves and just mute the people.
Grow balls and titties.
What?
Yeah,
I know.
That's what people are saying. This is what people are saying. They just need to get over themselves and suck it up. That it was a rough street out there. It was a hard knock life.
Well,
but it's not a hard knock life to be called the N-word.
Exactly.
That's not the hard knock life.
Free speech is only free until you piss someone off.
Exactly.
All right.
And like I said, I am totally okay with Phil for once. Phil saying this that this needs to be buckled down. Like Dave said, there's no reason, no excuse. Like I've been on random chats and people just blurt the N-word out like you are a mother and you go blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, you just need to chill off.
There's some over the top shit out there with people.
Oh yeah.
I haven't been online chat with people in over a year. I just stay in part chat with friends, so I don't have to deal with that, shit anymore.
Me too.
I've encountered shit where people are so mean. They've made, I've heard them make like women cry, and it's just people are just go over the top with being dicks. There's no reason for it. Just play your video game and have fun. You don't gotta go that far over the damn top. It's a goddamn video game.
I'm always in a party chat. Look, there was like one time. Me and Platinum were playing Friday 13th together. He was on his stream, and I was in a party chat with him. And he's like, "Let's go to game chat." And we played, a couple games of the game chat. And this kid, no lie, you remember Platinum? He was using the N-word strong and calling us, that N-word. I was like, "Yo, Platinum." He's like, "Yo, fam, you need to chill the hell out." He goes, he's like, "Has your mom caught you with this mouth?" He's like, "Fuck you," and he goes, "Fuck your mom." I'm like, "Yo!"
Kids today on gaming stuff are over the top, man. They're bad. I do remember I was in a party chat. With Mike or somebody. I can't remember who it was. There was a little kid in there doing that shit, and I remember he was talking big, and then all of a sudden his mom overheard him, and she got offline so fast.
Oh,
you were like, "You what?"
He's about to get an ass whooping for life.
Exactly. Platinum muted him real quick, but he's like, he goes, "Fuck your mom," blah blah blah. He goes, "I slept with your mom yesterday." It's like, God damn.
It's like, goddamn, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn. But you can't let people. I get it. I get locking it down. I mean, I kind of feel a little different. I mean, I get it. You want to lock it down, but I feel like if you want to get out there, you want to go crazy with your speech, then you should be not tripping when you get the blowback. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you want to come strong, then you should reap all the negativity. You shouldn't be coddled. If you feel like you bold enough and strong enough to come that fucking way, then you should be bold enough to take the bullshit that comes with it.
I'm gonna disagree with Alucard real quick. He says he wants to blame Fortnite for toxicity. I disagree because
it's been toxic
before
Fortnite.
Legends.
League of Legends.
Those are some of the most toxic communities out there. Those are way older than fucking Fortnite.
Remember 360s?
CSGO.
Anyone, you're right.
League are the most toxic.
CSGO,
Those are way older. Those are way older than fucking Fortnite.
That's what's tainted it. When you get so many people in one community, and you hide behind anonymity. That's the word.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
there it is. Oh,
yeah,
$1,000 word.
They hide behind that, and they can just vomit out nonsense. And I got banned back on Xbox 360. And
what's up, Lobo?
I think all I said was just something like, "Why don't you shut your damn mouth" or something. And I got reported and banned from Gears of War, and it happened twice just for something like that. But that was back then, that wasn't anything as hard as what we see
and remember
now
how terrible
online.
it was on Xbox 360?
Oh, yeah.
Like, Xbox 360 had the most fucking toxic dudes ever created, and that was before Fortnite.
I just know League is super toxic, and that's mostly adults. League is mostly adults, and that's one of the most toxic freaking gaming communities out there, man. It doesn't have to be just because there's kids. No. People are just toxic to be toxic. I mean, they take their games way too seriously and too far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, there was times that me and Terry would play Rainbow Six Siege with our buddy. I can't think of what his name's right now. Todd? You know what I'm talking about there. No, not Todd. It's another person me and Terry used to play with. But yeah, we used to play Siege like on a regular basis, and there would be toxic hell from that game on Siege.
Oh yeah, it's usually terrible. Teenagers. A lot of teenagers.
No, but here's the thing. Warriors, like, I play League of Legends just with friends, all that. It's a fun game to play, all that. But Primetime, what you were saying, the community just, like, especially when it gets really competitive, it's just so toxic.
Man, it gets ridiculous. I was watching my son play some game. We all jumped on. And and I admit it, I played Fortnite with him because they was begging me. He said, "Daddy, please play." So I jumped on with him, and dude, I had to literally turn the system off, tell my other son to turn the system off because of the N-words that were just being blown out there. And I was like, and my son asked me, he was like, "Why are they calling me this, Daddy?" And I was like, it's kind of sad. And I was like, well, there's a lot of hateful people out there. I was just like, just make sure you keep your chat between you and your brother and your friends that you have from school. Don't do the public chat. And so now I keep them on the on PlayStation. So now I just keep them on.
Everybody wants to say this is all Xbox now.
It's everything. It's everywhere. It's anywhere you have the communication where it's open.
PC, everywhere.
The only egregious. It's on PC, Xbox, PS4. But it was sad when my son had to ask me about that because yes, we talk about that. We talk about hate and all that stuff. But it's sad that he had to experience it now. I mean, this is 2020, and we still got to deal with this. So it was sad, and I don't want to, I feel people saying, don't fringe on me, don't tread on me. I get that bullshit. But really, I'm a black person who doesn't want to hear the N-word. And I think that if that is the speech that these people are trying to protect, you're dead ass wrong, and they need to get rid of it. And I'm glad people are blocking that shit. Well, block all of that shit.
Well, that's why I was saying that this was kind of with the way they presented it, especially in this article here, it was super clickbaity because it made it seem like Microsoft was like this, cancerous, censorship, but it's
Like I
not
said, it's
really
not just
that.
Xbox.
It gets hard because kids today, I mean, the N-word gets thrown around like crazy in music.
Oh my
it
God,
does.
it does.
You listen to
So it doesn't matter. You have no right to. We don't practice that in our household.
I know it's still
We don't
wrong.
practice that in our household.
I'm just
saying. We don't practice that in our household, so that's not an excuse. We don't practice that in our household.
I'm saying that kids are growing up hearing the N-word blasted by their freaking
Exactly, but that's still not an excuse. It's still not an excuse.
And you see grown
but
adults.
It's never been okay,
you see
and it's
grown
not an
adults,
excuse.
Call themselves that all the time, and it's supposed to be.
And it's still not an excuse. It's still not an excuse.
I understand in your
still
household
not an
it's not.
excuse.
I'm just saying when you look at society.
Again, it's still not an excuse at all.
Culture, they make it look acceptable within.
Not even worth mentioning. Not even worth mentioning because there's still no excuse.
Well, yeah. I mean, she's saying the same thing. I mean, this is what it all boils down to. You have to be a good parent. You have to make sure that you have your children looked at. You can't just let the system run your kids. You gotta take care of your kids. And I like that Xbox kind of stepped up. I mean, it wasn't just Xbox. I think there were other things. Xbox was just commenting on their particular user space, but they were saying they were trying to get with national standards because Xbox is super free. That's why Xbox honestly probably was known as the most toxic outside of like maybe PC, because PC dudes, it's not just America. You got all these different cultures that use a PC and they get toxic on their own level. But when you say toxicity, you do kind of think of Xbox. You do because those
PC,
are the
Call of Duty.
PC, Call of Duty. There's certain things
CS:GO
that have a higher
on PC.
level. There's a fucking CS:GO for sure. But there's a higher level depending on what you're doing. It depends on where you're at, what you're playing. There's higher and lower levels of toxicity. And I just like the fact that they kind of were like, you know what? If it's too shocking, too garbage, that shit will be addressed. Because you can't just let it go. You have to have some curb on it. You have to curb it to a certain point. I mean, I get you don't want to just cut somebody totally off to where we're just down to fucking text. You still want to be able to chat.
I don't even get involved. Literally, when I play games, I don't ever do game chat because I don't want to hear other people doing that crap.
Yep.
Whenever there's an option in the game, I always disable the voice chat in the game.
Me too.
And then if it's a game where they have text chat boxes like MMOs and stuff, I always find a way to cover that shit up or like make it super transparent or minimize it or whatever because I don't want to look at it.
Exactly.
I'll flip the tab over to like a group chat that no one's in, so I don't have to look at anybody else's crap.
Right. I honestly, me personally, just let that. Go ahead, Cody. What were you about to say?
Yeah. I've been playing games for as long as I can remember, and I'd say since online gaming started becoming like really big in consoles, I remember it was Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the first one I was playing online with some friends from work, and we did an in-game chat, and the amount of hate and just anger that you just heard,
it was ridiculous.
You'd have people screaming at each other, and you couldn't even hear your teammates.
Right?
And
then
what
the fuck?
And then it got worse with Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2, it kicked up. Yes.
Back then they had it too, where once you got killed, you had like a 3 or 5 second. You could hear what the other person who killed you, what they were saying, and the amount of hatred that brought that in. It just got to the point to where I would just open up a party chat on my console, even if I wasn't talking to anybody, just to not hear it.
Right.
I feel like it takes away from the game.
It does.
You get so consumed by this vomit in your ear. You're like, I can't even focus on what's going on in the story. I can't really think because you have people screaming, and it just. I feel like it's kind of a double-edged sword because we're gonna preach about, we don't want to hear, but also at the same time, like in the example of, for me per se, I just open up a party chat. I don't report anybody. I don't do anything. I choose to ignore it rather than help address the issue. And I feel like that's something where it's a kind of a double-edged sword because also if you go back to freedom of speech, as us as gamers or like streamers or anything, we don't want somebody to start saying, because we curse quite a bit. What if we have somebody who's against cursing comes in and they find it offensive? They report you. So you gotta watch this area a bit, and I feel like
that's why,
yeah, and I feel like
cursing is okay, I just don't want to hear the inflammatory crap, like the N-word and all that
cursing
stuff.
is okay for you, but what happens if you get that person that's not okay with cussing? You know, I like to drop the F-bomb every fucking second. I just did it right now.
There's a thing, because like I got people that drop the F-bomb like 5 times in a damn sentence. It's like, you don't need to say
fuck, for sure. Me, yep.
You know? It's one thing if you're trying to make a point and you're doing it on purpose. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you, but like, there's some of them that they just sound incoherent as fuck. You know what I mean?
Well, see, an example I can use is I work in a steel shop, so I curse quite a bit, but I also kind of adapt to my surroundings. And there's an individual we work with who is very religious, and he can be in the lunchroom and overhear our conversations, and he will get up and leave the room. And not even thinking about just, because we're not saying anything derogatory per se, we're just, saying the F word or, using other curses, but because it goes against his personal views and stuff, he feels uncomfortable and he'll leave. And it's been addressed, but I mean, in this public form of, streaming and all that entertainment stuff, you got to be careful on what goes out there. And then when, like I said, with the addressing the freedom of speech, it becomes a double-edged sword. So I mean, I support what he's saying, but also I feel like there's other ways to kind of go about it. It's just we haven't figured it out yet.
It's hard to figure out, and that was my point too. That's why I was like,
I agree with that.
That's why I was kind of like, well, we don't want to stifle ourselves too. We want to be careful stabbing our own self. So we have to kind of weigh our options here. Give us options to mute people. Give us options to fucking leave the chat server and join another chat server.
We already have those options.
I know.
They've had it for a long time.
They do. But honestly, a lot of game developers don't put it in the forefront. Especially a lot of these gaming companies, they don't make it easy as accessible for some of those parental controls. You have to dig through menus and menus and menus and menus before you get to this shit. So I think it comes from having more accessible controls. It does come with the companies themselves curbing it too, because you want to make sure that what you're playing is fun and not riddled with bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Even if the game is fun, if you hear some nasty chat, like there's a lot. I love CS:GO, but I stopped playing for a long time because I was sick of the toxic fucking chat. And I just couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it because it's like either you got the screaming ass 10-year-old, you got the fucking racist dude, you got the dude that does nothing but play music over his fucking mic and dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Or the voice changer dude is like, suck my dick. You got those dudes, and it's just like. And you all you want to do is wreck some dudes, you know what I'm saying? And it's like and it's fun, and then you get that element, and it becomes terrible. So I see why they want to curb on some of that, and that's why they shouldn't be vilified for it. They should be, and I know everybody hates Microsoft, but you know what? They're basically saying, hey, we're going to step up to the plate and try to help people deal with all the bullshit. People like David who has kids, or Cody who has kids, Platinum, everybody who has kids, they want to make sure their kids are protected, and it's good to see that a company is willing to step up to the fucking plate and help curb some of that shit.
Because kids will repeat whatever
100%
someone says. And
exactly.
100%.
And that's what shook me about that. That's what shook me about that when my son asked me about that. My youngest son, he didn't really get it because, he's still super young. But my oldest was like, man, Dad, what's up with this? And I was like, man, it was just a hard conversation, just to have with him. And he just really was wrestling with himself, because he's got a lot of white friends and stuff like that. And so for him to, get that from, his peers, these weren't his friends, but these are just, randos. He felt some type of way, you know what I'm saying? And I was telling him, that's not everybody, that's just idiots online. But he had a lot of hard questions, you know what I'm saying? And that was sad that he had to go through that.
Well,
I wish he didn't, but, he had to see it.
It takes a village. You got to be willing to, help. It takes a village to pay attention to your kids. You got to make sure you're there. Make sure you're aware, because without that, You have not.
No, Alucard, this was Fortnite. This was not a 17+ game.
Fortnite is
My kids don't
17.
own any adult games.
Yes,
my kids play like Super Mario Brothers. They play like Legend of Zelda. They don't have adult games.
Because David's a good dad, but he fucking sucks at games. Anyways.
Well, no, I understand what he's saying because there was like a situation where my younger nephew John, when he was just getting into video games, he was playing Minecraft, like the old style Minecraft on the Xbox 360, and you had these adult people that he was playing with, and they were just slandering him because he didn't know what he was doing, and he'd sit there and ask you, Mike, what are they saying to me?
Minecraft. No, that's
No, Minecraft is a toxic game.
Minecraft gets toxic.
Minecraft gets really toxic.
Minecraft gets very toxic if you don't.
It's super toxic. And then it's very trollish too. A lot of trolls will come and break it.
He sat there and he goes, "What are you saying to me?" I was like, dude, just shut the game off and just move on to something else.
Move on to something else because but that's what it is, man. So that's why it's good.
He's like, "I want to play Minecraft." I was like, "Just move on to something else, man." I said, "Go play a single-player game. Just chill for now."
Yeah, just chill for now. Get back on. Maybe reset the server. It'll get you in a different, server, so you don't. Have to
just put them. Yeah, just doesn't need to be playing other people. I
block all chats. I block all the chats.
Anybody, if they want to be in a part chat with friends they actually know, that's fine. But otherwise, they don't. They don't have no reason to be in a part chat.
Exactly. That's how I feel. They have no reason to be in the public chat.
They don't need to be in no public chat talking to nobody.
Okay. Final round.
Oh shit! I'm ready to see Danny's final round.
and
I got my popcorn ready.
Listen, and my wife is here too, but I think she's getting.
Oh shit! It's gonna get juicy.
And so
no, it's gonna get moist.
but they can't necessarily work because LaLa's not here.
That means we can say it. Moist. No.
Moist.
Little big cloud like so final round. Who wants in? I'm definitely.
Real quick question. Real quick question. What's the life situation on everybody? Oh shit.
Oh shit.
I'm in
three. Big Mike. 3 are in danger. It's me, Platinum, and David. So we're all three of us are in because we all have 5 lives and you have a grenade.
I like it.
No. I'm at 5. I didn't lose 2. I only lost 1.
You just said the 3 people in danger. Is you, David, and
that's what I said. With the grenade, 3 of us are in danger. 3 of us are in because the grenade is 5 lives. If we only have 5 lives and you throw it, we're dead. So that's what I'm saying.
Right. One of you dead. Whenever I throw it, one of you mothers are dead.
No, one of us motherfuckers is dead. You're absolutely right.
Finish him.
So final round. Who wants in? I'm opt-in 100%.
I want in.
I'm
good.
David's
in.
I'm good.
Terry?
I just want to see Danny's final round.
Terry?
I'm good.
I think I'm good right now, unless unless somebody has a topic that you want to rage about.
All right. Okay.
Big Cloud says you're at 4 lives there, Danny.
I'm at 5. Big Cloud just wants extra blood. he agreed with the beginning of the show statement, which was false. So we all have 5. And I know I got that bullseye, but we got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? We have to be very fucking careful. So, all right. So, Big Mike, be very careful. Big Mike, be very fucking careful.
Sounds like witness intimidation to me.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, okay. So me, Dave. That's it. Just me and you, Dave.
Yep.
Oh shit! The brothers twins in the
final round.
All right. David, go ahead and start first. I'm gonna let you start.
All right. I know this topic is going to be triggering like crazy, but I'm only triggered on it because I've seen some people who tried to support it. So let me explain. Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft came together and wrote a letter to our current president and said, we don't want your tariffs because the tariffs were going to cause the consoles to cost considerably more to produce. Now, the reason why this is in my final round is because I have seen people get mad that these companies got together to shut them damn tariffs down. And that's what's got me triggered. I cannot believe I see people who are saying that that shouldn't happen and that they want the fucking consoles to cost more to produce. I just can't believe the cult-like behavior that I see, that people would sit there and say, hey, that's fucking, I don't want those people to do that. That's just political bullshit. No, it's called I'm a fucking dad who works 40 hours a fucking week, and if the system is $500 originally, I don't want to pay $800 because of a fucking tariff. And so I think people need to get off and stop drinking the fucking Kool-Aid and come back to fucking reality and start realizing what the fuck you're doing. You can't say, I want to pay more for a fucking system because you are somehow hypnotized by the fucking Kool-Aid. And we got to stop drinking that shit. And we got to keep it moving on. So to me, anybody who's mad that these three companies came together and are begging the government not to make them charge us more money, you fucking suck. You're a moist-ass loser. And guess what? You can just go wherever the hell you want. You pay more for the fucking system. While everybody else out here, we don't. And that's all I got to say.
All right. Tag me in. Boom. All right. Here's the thing. And I talked about this earlier. My wife is the subject of my fucking final round. Let's get this out the way first for my wife. Blow her the fuck up because my wife supported the bullshit. Hold on, let me see if she's still here because I need to call her out. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. Crystal!
Are you turning the mic off, but not what? I mean,
well, he did, Crystal. Let me just fight back. It's not just about China for dirt fucking labor. It's called the reason why the tariffs are happening is for bullshit reasons in the first place. And we shouldn't be sitting here wondering and lapping up the bullshit just because we support something. Fuck that.
Okay.
To pay more. Okay. I just don't want to pay. Fuck that. I don't give a damn about that bullshit. I don't want to pay more. Period.
Okay. Period. David.
Yo.
It's my turn, motherfucker.
Okay.
Okay, so my wife bailed. I don't know where the fuck she is. I tried to bring her on so I could call her out on camera because she wanted to defend herself. She said she wasn't going to let that
happen. It won't, Terry.
But she fucked David. You're about to lose your life.
Okay. Take it. Go ahead and take my fucking life.
Okay, take it. I got you.
Yeah.
You lost all of them bitches. You cannot, I repeat, cannot interrupt the person when they're on a tangent and you fucked up.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
sorry.
You fucking up. Anyway, my wife did the cardinal fucking sin. And Big Mike can attest this. He can't say shit right now because we still in the final round. But he can't say shit right now. My wife, she's playing this fucking the shittiest game ever on your cell phone. It's this like stories game where it's kind of like you choose your own adventure. It's a free game. And, you know, based on your choices, you get a different outcome, okay? Well, she chose this fucking pure piss-ass vampire game that's like vampire love stories, and she was going through the actions, and of course, some of the actions are locked behind a fucking paywall. So you have to buy diamonds in order to choose the fucking option. If you don't have the diamonds, you can't choose the option. So what did my wife do? She paid for the fucking diamonds. She spent $6 on 120 diamonds, and guess what her reason was that she wanted to spend the money? She wanted to fuck the vampire at the end. I could not fucking believe it. And my wife is arguing with me, trying to explain how she's valid on spending this cash on trying to fuck the end vampire. And I'm telling her, no, it's not even about that. You tricked your money off on a paywall ending. Instead of playing the game for free and getting the ending, you took money and you put it into a gotcha game. There we go, Big Mike. A fucking gotcha game. You talk about me. I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? My wife fucking did it. She failed fucking miserable. And I could not fucking believe she did that. My wife is explaining to me about how it's valid because the game was free. I almost called my wife a bitch. I was close. It was close. I was like, look, they locked the ending of the fucking game behind a paywall. I said, you know that's immoral. She was like, well, you guys spend $60 on games. And, I said, but it's the whole fucking game. It's not like it's locked behind a goddamn paywall. And she's like, well, you paid for it already. The paywall was at the beginning. And I thought to myself, and I honestly said this to myself, is this bitch really trying to come at me about fucking gaming shit? Like, I was fucking livid. I couldn't believe it. We had a real ass argument. I'm like, hold on. You're saying that just because you felt like you needed to, that it was valid? That's some fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. And, I just couldn't believe it. And I was like, we gotta have a divorce because you supported surprise mechanics. You did it. You are the person that added $4.3 million a day to stories. You are that person. You know what I'm saying? That convinces EA that we need surprise mechanics in Star Wars. You're that person, Crystal. That's why my wife is called the fuck out. I was hoping she was going to be here, but she fucking left because I was about to put her on blast. But now that she's not here, fuck her. You know what I'm saying? She was you know what I'm saying? She was dead ass fucking wrong for spending that motherfucking money. Big Mike co-signed that bullshit, so I'm calling his ass out too. He was on the phone like, like supporting that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that shit. That's a bullshit. Anyway, I guess that's it. Shit. I had the other subject, but my wife fucked me up. So that was the
final round.
All right. Now I can talk.
So, wait. Now it's over. Yeah, I want to say something real quick.
Hold on, Lokita. Don't tell me you spent that fucking money.
So, Danny, I want you to have your wife come over by my place, okay? And I'm going to show her a free movie at my house, and then I want to charge her $5 to see the ending because she supports that.
Exactly. Right? Now you see what I'm talking about, Terry.
Yeah. That's so tell her to come on over because I got free movies.
Lokita, hold on. We got one for Lokita. We got one for Lokita right here. Boom. Lokita said she did it. She spent money. She fucked the vampire in the story. She spent the money. You know what I'm saying? Lokita did.
I wasn't like, totally coaching your wife on.
You was like, I get her point of view.
The only thing I said is that I felt bad for her because she was, she was cooking a barbecue for 72 people. Because she works as a catering company, and she was outside in like 100-degree weather and cooking, and so she spent $6 on it and said, "Fuck it," she would do it again on another story.
You can just look up the story on YouTube and watch it for free.
There you go.
Terry, my mind is blown. Absolutely.
Why?
That's what I said.
Why pay for that? Like, for those games are just super highly narrative games. You don't need to pay for that. You can just watch it.
She started a new game. She started a new story too, and I'm thinking,
and
it's gonna be $12 this fucking time because
it's different. It's different when you're buying a game and you're buying DLC to get more story content because there's lots of gameplay. But those are just narratives where you're just like, do you want to kiss him now? Don't pay for that shit.
$6.
Just fucking watch someone play that on YouTube for free.
My wife paid $6 to fuck the vampire at the end of the story, and that's why she was in my final round. My wife cheated on me with a fucking vampire, and she paid to do it. She paid to fucking do it.
You should have told her. She should. You're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna be disappointed because they're vampires, right? They're cold. They have no blood, so he's not gonna get it up.
But vampires got that tongue action, and I can't support that.
But she paid for vampire dick. There's no blood pumping through those veins. Okay, he's not getting it up. All right.
Oh my God.
That was a waste of $6.
Oh shit. Well, okay, that made me feel a little better, Terry. I feel a little better.
All right, there, Platinum. You gonna make it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You got it in my ear.
You know, so your head like looking at the sky. Like, you're praying. I thought maybe you were like praying for Chris, like, Lord Jesus, help her out.
All right.
What's up?
Yo, Big Mike.
It's time for the grenade. Let's do it. You know, I mean, everybody's been patiently waiting. You know, sweating and.
What are you talking about?
Right. We're at the end of the show, so you better come with it.
Oh, I'm gonna throw this.
Just go ahead.
I'm throwing it, man. I'm throwing it. Yo, Danny, you're dead.
Oh.
I knew that was
Oh my God.
We'll figure out your punishment next time.
No, we're gonna spin the wheel right now.
No. We gotta build up the suspense, man. We gotta figure out
the chat's living this shit.
Stay tuned.
No, you gotta do that shit now.
We gotta save it.
Now, so
no.
We gotta save it.
Do it now.
I want to save it.
No, we gotta save it.
That do the punishments on the next show.
Big Mike.
We literally spawn future fails. That's why.
Big Mike. Hold on. Big Mike. Check your Facebook chat.
Here we go.
What
you gonna say? Oh, because you're in the club, stay. You can't call her. You gonna call
What else going on? He said some shit that he can't even, bring to the group chat. He's like,
exactly. I thought they exposed to me.
And then go ahead and expose me. Go ahead and expose me, Big Mike. We're gonna see where it goes.
Then like the dude from the Fist of the North Star, just super invincible in this motherfucker.
Katie, you're my brother. No,
don't do it. Don't do it unless you value. Unless you value shit, don't do it.
The whole reason why he gave me the grenade is, to double cross his brother Dave or Platinum.
What would it even double cross?
Well, because the whole reason why he gave me the grenade is I was supposed to, kill Dave or Platinum because we're going to, kill one of these two.
Oh, so it was a hidden.
The plot.
Doing that wouldn't be the double cross. You not doing it is the double cross, Mike.
Right, because you double crossed Danny.
You're doing the double cross right
Platinum, didn't I say that, Platinum? Didn't I say you're doing the deal with Kim Jong-un? Don't get it in there with Kim Jong-un.
That sounds like some WWE shit for real.
Okay, all right. So I'm dead.
Danny just loses a life for just trusting Mike to begin with.
Okay, that's right.
All right, so you can pick a punishment for me. So let's go.
No, we're gonna spin the wheel. We're spinning the wheel, son.
We're not spinning the wheel, son. We're picking
Come on, you
Terry said she's sick of the dancing. Listen, Terry's sick of the dancing. I didn't update the wheel.
I'm sick of the wheel because it's the same bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. So we got to vote on the punishment. Yes.
Since it is my choice, to throw the grenade at somebody.
It's not your choice. It's King's choice. King gets to choose the punishment. Yes.
No.
Yeah, we always have somebody else do the punishment.
Yeah,
right,
King,
right.
you get the punishment.
Make it good, King. Make it good.
No suggestions from Big Mike. Big Mike's banned from punishment. Big Mike from any suggestions. He can't make any suggestions, so he threw the grenade. He's banned.
I can't make it. But yo, I like the chat. They said yes, the King has went down.
Y'all motherfuckers don't understand. I did a 30-minute fucking karaoke special.
Who sits on the iron throne?
Hold on. I did a 30-minute karaoke special because I fucking died. Y'all act like I never get it. I do. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? So come on with it. Come on fucking with it, man.
No.
All right.
The chat,
all right. I got one.
Okay.
I remember this when LaLa threw the grenade on me and I had to talk like a valley girl. I'm gonna put that on.
No, that's not good.
God. Okay, so what I gotta do? Hold on, shut up, Big Mike. You can't fucking say shit right now.
Somebody else did.
Okay, so Valley Girl, but what? Singing, dancing? You want me to do karaoke? What you want me to do?
That's so easy. No.
Big Mike, shut the fuck up. You can't say shit. Go ahead.
That's fine.
No, shut the fuck up. Right now, I need you to shut the fuck up. I need you to shut the fuck up right now, Big Mike.
He can pick what he wants.
I'm gonna deal with you later. So come on, King.
I'm just saying,
I'm gonna deal with Big Mike
come up with his own idea.
I'm dealing with his motherfucking ass.
Well, because it was so sudden, it's like, okay, pick the punishment. It's just like,
yes, it's
I would have said the next show.
You got 30 seconds to pick my punishment, or it knows.
Yeah. The independent speech while posing, giving girl poses as a valley girl.
Oh my God! Independence Day speech as a valley girl and
you could have made him play a horror game.
All right, so let's do this.
That challenge is already.
But he never finishes a horror game.
Okay. All right, Valley Girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
As he's doing this.
Anyways, platinum. If he doesn't beat it by July 4th, 5th, he's anyways doing another punishment instantly.
He's so screwed because that's like what 4 days from now.
Yeah.
What game? What you got to beat? What do he have?
Resident Evil 2.
He has to beat Resident Evil 2 in like 4 days.
All right.
He hasn't beat it before Nick does.
All right. Okay. So Valley Girl. Independence Day speech. I guess I got him. Put the timer on. Shit.
You're my bro, Daddy. You're my bro. Just remember, you're my bro.
No, it's fucked up for you, fam. It's definitely fucked up. Big Mike fucked up, and he just don't know that the vast revenge that I have planned for him is unsurmountable. It's unsurmountable.
He's like, Big Mike, you failed. Fuck you, Big Mike, you failed. You didn't do what I talked about, Big Mike. You didn't do what I talked about.
You
failed, Mike.
So in turn, I'm gonna give you Valley Girl. I'm gonna give you the
So we will deal with it later, Big Mike. You got it coming.
Big Mike doesn't know what's coming, but here it is. All right, President. I guess Valley Girl. I got 30 seconds. It's either going to be terrible or great. We'll rate it, and then we'll see if I make it. Okay, Valley Girl.
He's showing the messages.
All right, let's
try to look at the messages.
Okay.
So stop talking, Mike. Let him do his thing. Shut up,
Good morning. In less than an hour, our aircraft from here will join others around the world. And you'll be launching the largest aerial battle in history of mankind. Mankind. That word should have the new meaning for all of us today. We can't be consumed by our petty differences anymore. We will be united in a common interest. Perhaps it's and the 4th of July. And, oh my God, once again be fighting for our freedoms. Do you know? Not from tyranny, not from oppression. or persecution.
Like Cadillac.
But like totally from annihilation. We're fighting for our right to exist. You shouldn't, and we shouldn't win that day. The 4th of July will no longer be known as American holiday. Duh. It will be the day when the world declared in one voice, we will not go quietly in the night. We will not finish without fear. We will go on and live on, and we're going to survive. Like, totally. There it is.
That was
there it
beautiful.
There it is.
That was beautiful.
All right, let's go from top to bottom. Mike. Let's start with King. Let's get with King. Give us your rating. 1 being Crackdown 3, 10. Okay, 10. All right. Platinum.
That made me laugh. I give it a 9 or 10.
All right. Dave D.
It was some seasoning on that. I'll give you an 8.
Terry, were you just like laughing, crying?
I was gonna give you an 8, but then you started getting all nasally and snorting like Urkel.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was Big Mike. That wasn't me. That was not me. I didn't snort. I didn't snort.
I added that in there for effect.
That was Platinum. See? Oh, Terry, that was not me.
Platinum?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. You got really nasally there, man.
I added that in there for effect because.
Okay. All right, then I guess I'll give you the 8 because I was going to if you had started going the Urkel round, it was that.
Right. Yes. All right. What did chat think? What did you guys think?
I'll give you a 9 there, Danny. You did good.
Fuck your score.
You did.
Frozen gave me a 10. A la carte gave me a 1. Lokita gave me a 10. Big Cloud
Big Cloud
-3.
-3.
John gave me a 10, so that averages out to about a 70. So I prevailed.
So you did good.
I survived the night.
See, people liked it.
Yeah.
Where's the -1,000?
Damn, worse gave me one -1,000, man. Fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying?
You see that shit there, Danny?
Savage.
Damn, savage, man.
That picture I posted for you?
Yeah, I saw that. So you got
He won't show it. He won't show it on the screen. Like, no, yes, I showed that.
So, that is the end of the show.
Like,
I survived. Shouts out
you
to
did
chat.
good.
Lokita, Frozen, Big Cloud, a la carte. I saw Lobo, John, Lamont, Craig. What's up, Craig, man? Let's see. Matt, I saw.
That's fine, Eloquent.
Big Cloud said, check your Twitter there, Danny.
Let's see. I saw. Yes, absolutely, 100%. That's exactly what I'm going for.
EJ was there.
EJ, shouts out to EJ Gruntle. All right. Shouts out to our panel, except Big Mike. Fuck you, dude. Shouts out to Platinum. Shouts out to Coquette Terry. Shouts out to King. Shouts out to Dave D. Fuck Big Mike. We will catch you guys next week, Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. You might not see Big Mike because he will be tied up in a basement, but we will see.
Mike was gunning for me. Mike said he was gunning for me, and he couldn't get it.
Right.
Yeah. So, Mike, wouldn't this be the best time to say the other challenge Danny has to do?
I have to beat Resident Evil 2, and I will
All
do
he
it
has
this
to do is
weekend.
beat Leon Kennedy's story.
I just have to beat Leon Kennedy's story. That's 4 hours of my life that I'll be scared. I probably have gray hair, but I'll do it.
It's like a 4 or 5 hour
Shut the fuck up, Big Mike. You have no bearings.
No, but is it yet to beat it by July 4th?
I have to beat it by July 4th. Yep.
He has to beat by July 5th.
I have to spin the fucking wheel. So,
he has to start the game and beat it before Nick starts the game, July 5th.
Hold on, fuck.
Nick is doing an all-nighter.
It's burning you hard right now.
I see, man. Fuck you, worse, man.
That's savage.
I laid the pipe. You know what I'm saying? Stop bullshitting. This is why I am married. because I am Super Mario. I lick pipes. All right, so
Mario takes
all right, I get it. You know what I'm saying? All right, shots up, chat.
Damn,
they savage, man. We will
Where's
see.
coming for your neck?
Motherfuckers savage as fuck, man. This is just.
I like
just
it.
want blood, but fuck you. No, fuck you. So Big Mike will be devastated on the next show. So just keep that. That's something.
That's if I lose all my lives.
The devastation of Big Mike will commence at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
No, I had to bring the king down. I had to bring the king.
100%.
I had to bring the king down.
The devastation of Big Mike will commence. So that will be a thing. So tune in for that. We love you guys. Spend your afternoon with us. Shut the fuck up, Big Mike. We will catch you guys. We have a new web. Shut the fuck up. We have shut the fuck up. We have a new website. We have a new website. So it's all shut the fuck up, Big Mike. You have no voice. You know what? Let me do you one. Let's just do you one here. You have no fucking voice. Yeah.
Damn, now he knows how to use the mute button.
Oh yeah, boom. So, y'all can't hear Big Mike. So thank you guys for checking us out this afternoon. We super appreciate it. We love you guys.
Oh, look, Kita. He needs some milk.
I need some motherfucking milk. I do need some milk. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I guess so. I guess so.
He needs some milk.
I guess I do. But we will see you guys 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tinder, OnlyFans. We have a webpage. We have a brand new website. It's still super, super early in development. But it's going to be a thing of beauty once it's finished. And you can find that link below as well. And shit, I think that's it. We out. Peace out. We love you guys. Check us out.
Oh, so that's fine.